Had yours saved in here. Yep, you're going to do that, and then you're going to hit embroidery.
Blessed.
5x7.
And now it's going to
Blessed,
do a
gather,
placement stitch directly on the
grateful,
stabilizer.
harvest, hello,
So
pumpkin, or
let's see, what
thankful.
color leaf do you want? You want to
write
do
my
a
own
burgundy
message.
one, or do you want to do a green leaf?
I'll do
You
that.
got it.
He wants to write his own message, Kathy.
Of course he does, and he can.
Okay. Well, and that's the
He just
nice
has
thing.
to no-sew that one,
That's right.
and then, because these machines are slick now. All right.
Well, and if you
We are
you guys
live
have
right
the
now.
stars
Okay,
at home?
here's your burgundy.
Yes.
Here's
So
your
you know that
thread,
there's the no.
and we're going to
sew
make you a
feature.
quick
Okay.
bobbin.
So
I'm gonna need
Miss
a
Carol, will you
refresher
make her a
on all
bobbin
that.
in that color? Thank you.
we're going to edit.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
go to
Welcome to
this.
Kimberbell Wednesday here at Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. We are doing the Hello Pumpkin event, which we're so happy today is the first day that it released. We're the first
colors.
class doing it,
I just wanna change
so
it to
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of
size.
fun. We have some sewers here helping us. We're going to do each and every project in there. We're going to learn to sew on screen, which is their new technique.
Now you get to work.
And they give you so many designs
use
and
the
so
chest.
many fonts to pick from. We're going to also make a
One of
couple
those.
little acorns, which have little leaves. And you can make garland with these. You can make these with trivets. You can do whatever you want with
can
these
change
cute little
them.
felty acorns to decorate with. They'll give you two little designs. One's called the chipper and one's called the sprout. Directions are in your kit. The USB stick is in your kit. Anybody that got their kit already, you have to pull out this little postcard, and there's going to be a little number on the back here. That's going to give you your files. It'll download and give you your files. Only released today. And then one other item we're going to make is these cute little jar wrappers. They go around a mason jar. So if you're doing any kind of canning or baking, you can put these around a mason jar, and the ribbon is even embroidered.
The only thing we have to do is get rid of that extra
Rinse
wash
that
away.
off. We're using a lot of
Yes.
wash away here today. That's
A
for
lot.
sure. Okay, so let's get sewing. And thank you, my lady. You're welcome. So when we're doing the felt, your bobbin matches your top thread. That's not always whenever we're sewing, but
Angel's
these
Landing.
particular projects, it is. So we're just going to make, we made you a matching bobbin for your little burgundy leaf, and it will match. So you're here for like 6 weeks or something?
Yeah. I'm
That's
going
awesome.
in August.
Oh, that's so fun. They're such great people. Okay, and then we want to thread the top with this one.
I'm going to have to retype it. And I have to turn it too, right? Like this. Oh, no, that's the size.
See, you can get it started here.
Maybe.
You have Angel.
There we go.
Or is there an S,
S, yeah.
on? Okay, put the S.
Okay.
That's not what I want to do.
So we have a visitor from Canada today, and I have some viewers up in Canada. So I'm
Yes,
sure
I
they're
haven't done this one
watching
yet.
us, and they might find that fun.
I'm
She's
gonna-
close
I'm
to
gonna start over.
Ontario. Okay, so
just-
now it's going to do a little stitch directly on that stabilizer. So you're just going to hit that green button and go.
That's not what I want. Yes, it is.
Okay.
For a rip-
And how's Paula doing? We're doing some screen over here.
You got your...
Mike is here. He's going to make his own personalization on his screen, which
Yes,
you
he
can
is.
do.
We're trying to figure it out here.
Yes.
Throw people for a loop.
That's what.
We need to rotate it.
So everybody should have a little bin
you
in
go.
front of them. There's some snippies and some fun stuff in there that you
Slide
might
it over
need.
a little bit.
Okay, now you're going to take and place this.
And you have to decide if that's the size you want it.
Yeah,
No,
so
no, no.
And then you,
Where did I put that little? This little piece of foam on top of that leaf, and now it'll tack it down.
And
So
just
you
say,
just want to hit,
okay.
press your foot down,
then
and the
add.
and you can tape it in place or just hold it
Back
in
to
place
you.
so it doesn't shift. Okay, so you just want to trim that. Just didn't cut it.
okay,
Then
right?
snip around that little stabilizer. If you need help, that foam is kind of hard to snip with, but those little snippies will help. So Kate's just going around showing each of the projects.
That's weird, doesn't it?
This is the beginning of the little acorn.
No, they're all
You're going to
caps,
sew the leaf
so-
first, which is what they ask
Wow.
you to do. You're going to do the 5
And
by
that's the same
7
with the other
one.
one. The other one is all
Carol's
caps,
also
too.
working
I have to
on
modify
one.
that.
One's doing this sprout and one's doing the clipper, whatever it's called. Okay, so now we're going to pull this out and we're going to trim around
Yeah,
that.
that's much better.
Leaving
So
it in the
you may
hoop,
want to change
but these
Angel,
little snippies,
but I don't
and
know.
you just kind of want to get
I think
that
you should.
without
Okay.
trimming
It's the
these
same size.
stabilizer, just the foam.
Okay.
Okay?
No, wait, it's starting out as the same, but we're going to change it.
It's kind of nice to see what you're making. This is what you're making, but a smaller version. We're working on the leaves first for your little acorns.
Let me see.
Oh, we got some. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, what did Mike decide to write?
He's doing
Angel's
Angel's Landing, but
Oh,
on this
There's
is-
angels on front of our house, so Aaron's like, "Oh, we should call it Angel's Landing." So that's a
cute.
perfect
That
thing.
neat.
that's perfect.
The only thing with that is, do you know how to make it smaller in the newer machines? I haven't had to resize my lettering.
Can't you just hit large, medium, small?
If you can find it.
Well, this is how we learn something new every day.
Okay, let's highlight all. Yeah, you could just change the font size, right?
No, we're going to learn how because that's
That
what
is
the-
where it is. Maybe
Okay,
it's because
great.
we didn't have it.
Okay, so Kate, let's go up here to Carol.
Okay.
So she's doing now a placement stitch directly on her stabilizer around her foam. So she
Edit.
trimmed out her foam, and now she's going to place
Rotate.
her felt.
And then we can change Angels if you want.
So when do we add the backing fabric?
No.
So there we go. We're going to add the backing fabric also at this time. Did you figure it out? Sizing?
Yeah. I think it was highlight.
Okay.
Size, because he had done that before and it didn't.
Okay,
He made
good.
it work. How close? I need to be close.
Okay.
That should be good.
How close do you have to get to it?
Try to get a little bit
close
close.
as
Yeah,
that?
as close as you can. I know those snippies sometimes it's hard to work with that. Now with Brother, they have a scan and cut that cuts out these things for us. They're like a Cricut machine, but it's like a scan and cut. So a lot of people will pre-cut everything out. Try these ones, honey. They might be sharper. And you're doing Thankful. Isn't that kind of like a cool little stitch? It kind of is like a yarny. I know. Oh, okay. Okay, so then now she's going to, did you do a placement stitch directly on your stabilizer for the fabric after you trimmed your foam? Okay, that's first. So it's going to put a placement stitch directly on there. I mean, this is kind of why we come to classes, but if we read the directions, we would know that, but Carol's reading directions, so we'll follow her. Okay, so you want to do a, yeah, but they're directly on the stabilizer. Then you'll tape your felts on. That's probably close enough. That's because that means applique in Kimberbell world. Anything they list California blue means applique. You can change the color. It's just their signature color for applique. So now we have your felt on the top and the bottom, and she trimmed it out. So her bobbin is matching, so now she's doing the inside detail. Carol reads directions. We don't. Okay, now you're going to take your felt on top and bottom. Are those working a little better? Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think you're good. Yeah. So now you're going to take your felt and your little burgundy felt, and you're going to tape it onto the top and the bottom. No, first you're going to do a placement stitch. I'm sorry. Put it back in the hoop, and we're going to do a placement stitch directly on the stabilizer.
Nice.
So hit the press your foot down and the go. Yep. You got it on the back and the front. Okay, and now you're going to tack it down and do the detail in the middle. Right there by the... Okay, so now you're going to pull it out again. It's always just easier to work on a flat surface beside you. Slide that out towards you. Correct. Right, and then now you're going to take the felt pieces and you're going to take one to the front of here, and I kind of like to just put a little piece of tape on either side just to hold it in place. And this is paper tape, so it just, you can even sew through it if you happen to, and then you turn it around and you place one on the back. And you tape it on the back also. Usually on the back, you want to definitely make sure your corners are taped, or because you don't want it to fold when you put it back in. Okay, so go ahead and slide it back in. And then you're going to hit your press your foot down, and it's going to do whatever's in this window. So now you're going to go around and do the placement, okay? So now you're doing the little grommet hole. So she has now done the detail on her little leaf, and now it's calling for the little hole that's going to hold the twine. And they have it already embroidered for you. Okay, so now you're just going to do the detail inside that leaf.
Okay.
What happened to those little threadies? Let's get those all trimmed out of there. Yeah, I would trim those. Get all that out of there. I don't think we trim. I think we're going to do the detail first. So go ahead, put it back in. Sometimes they'll have you trim it, and sometimes they won't. It's like crazy.
Yeah, all over.
So let's just go ahead. Okay, now it's going to do the detail. So go ahead and sew. Yep, press your foot down and go. Okay, so now Carol is trimming both the top of her hoop and the bottom of her hoop. So that's going to make her leaf. It is sew and wash, so it will rinse away, but you can't even see it. We never really rinse the felt leaves ones.
The same color
Yep.
to do the,
Yep.
I'm
The
on step 12.
detail, yes, correct. Cute, cute, cute stuff. Isn't it fun? Yeah, I'm going to go back one step because I did move you forward thinking I needed to, but we need to actually do this. Okay, do that one too. Go ahead and hit the down and go. Yep. This machine actually has an automatic down button. We'll have to put that button on for you. These machines do a lot of crazy things.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll go ahead because we did that one already. That's what's nice about these machines. You can just go ahead and we did that one already. So now it's going to do a little grommet hole. So go ahead and hit the press your foot down and go. Does that come unthreaded?
Yes.
Oh, what's going on with this machine? This doesn't look right. Okay, I think we're going to change your needle for next project. Okay, now you're done with that. It says finished embroidering, so you're going to slide it out, and you're going to trim your felt about 1/8 of an inch around this line here, that second line, just like 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, see how this one is? It just kind of goes outside that.
Okay, cool.
Yes, my love?
Are we supposed to leave the outside stitching line on?
That's what they say to cut on. You could cut right on that, or you could cut 1/8 of an inch around it and leave it.
All right.
See how this one?
Yeah.
It's like 1/8 of an inch around
Yeah, but you cut off.
on
this-
that line.
you-
Yes.
Yeah, you cut most
They
of it
do
off.
give you a cut
I
line.
don't know if this finished this because I had to rethread.
Okay, then we can always back up a couple
I don't know.
steps.
How do you know what?
Oh, that's right. Okay. So what I like to do is, because you had to rethread here, it was actually going to start right where you were. Yeah, you're fine. And then, no, you're going to go ahead and do the grommet because you did the detail. Yeah.
That's all right. Just want to make sure.
So let's, Kate, go ahead up and see Paula. She's doing her screen. So she is, yeah, we do have a full house today. And she is sewing the Thankful one. And it's very, very cool to do. There's a little bit of applique on there with the pumpkin fabrics. And that happens at the bottom. So we'll keep checking back with Paula and seeing that one too. Okay, so now you're going to trim both the top and the bottom, and I'm going to change your needle while you're there.
How about a shadow?
Shadow's perfect.
So I take this out or leave it in?
Yeah, you can trim it while it's in the hoop, but take those, are your little snippies good? Yeah. And then let's get you a new needle in here too.
I'm not very fast at snipping.
No, take your time, it's fine. Yeah, that needle was kind of dull. Oh, your embroidery foot was loose. Let me just sit in front of here for a minute. You guys can go over there. Thank you. I want to get you all tightened. I was wondering why that was doing that. So yeah, we're bouncing around today and we're all trimming up here. So you can go with Carol now. Carol will explain what she's doing because she's getting ready for the second project. Here. Carol, can you just explain what you're doing there?
Sure can. I could have did that a little bit better, but it'll work. All right. What we're going to do next is the Acorn portion. It says to hoop the wash away stabilizer, which I've done, and then we're going to load the Acorn embroidery file into the machine. So we're going to say okay because we're finished. We're going to return. We're going to delete that. Okay. We're going to go back to where are these at?
They're in the machine. Memory to the machine. Hit the pocket. Pocket.
Yes,
And
this
then
is
the
different
machine.
from, yeah, got
they
it.
are.
There it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're different.
Click on the Acorn and hit set. And then we're going to hit embroidery. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is stitch the Acorn base placement line. And I think that I'm going to change threads to my brown. We're going to get rid of that. We are going to get rid of this. I am going to load this one here.
Did you have a matching bobbin? The only time you need a matching bobbin is for the I have the brown end. Yeah. This was one of my going crazy. It's all good now. Okay.
Thread our needle. And then we're going to stitch the Acorn base placement line.
You trim it right on that line. Trim it right on that. I told her to
Could have got that better, but it's good.
Okay. All right, thank you, Miss Carol.
You're
I have the
welcome.
microphone, and I will tell them what's going on next. Do I give it to Let's talk about that. How's it going?
So far, so good.
Oh yeah, it's doing that. Oh yeah, this shadow is a really good color.
That's cool.
Angel's Landing. How cool. Fun, fun. And how's yours coming? Always, Michael. I would expect nothing less. We are selling the screen today. Spam telemarketer. Don't you love that? I think we'll just put that on there. And we'll just trim that. Just trim it up. It's fine. Your embroidery foot was very loose, and I did not know that. So I got you all ready to go. I've got your Acorn loaded, and you're basically going to do the same thing. You're going to do a placement stitch directly on the stabilizer, and we're going to do the foam. Okay, so Kate, now they're working on the Acorn. And this one is going to be in the 5x7 hoop, and you're using the sew and wash stabilizer.
Can I explain explain about how to cut
Please do.
these?
Please do.
Because
I
was
did a
helping-
few
I was-
different, yeah.
I was helping someone else.
Oh, wait here.
Sorry. No, that's okay, because I was talking. I was helping him. Okay, when you do this one, when you're doing your leaf, this is the very last stitch. It stitches the front and the back. You take it out, and unfortunately, everybody. I'm the one that did it before, so I know what I'm doing on this. You're going to cut directly on that line. It's going to be a rough cut. This is the bigger one. As you see, that extra stitch is not there because I trimmed it out on that. So I was paying attention to someone else. Sorry about that, guys. But you're going to trim it out directly on that line so that it's a raw edge, if that makes any sense. Okay?
I think it'll be easier to cut and take that line off once the wash away is dissolved. Then
Well,
I
once-
can trim it even better. and
What
take
they
that
say
second
with
line off.
what they have you do is they have you use a Q-tip and just go
Right, the
inside
edge.
it. And
Right.
I didn't do that with ours, but
Yeah, okay.
let me just show you that you're gonna trim directly on this. It would be nice if I had a smaller pair of scissors because no, it's working. And you're just trimming
Right on the line.
right on the line. And in some places like this where it stays, this will just peel off and then you.
It's all right, because the A looks good.
Yeah. You want to go back and do the end? You can go all the way back to the end and do these three again.
Goes first, his wording goes first compared to this.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, then go ahead and hit the go button. Press your foot down, go, and it'll just.
And that's
switch
what you're
up to
doing.
A And then go right in. And we'll watch it just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mary Lou's showing how to trim this the correct way. I told them to go an eighth of an inch around. It's crazy what happens when we read instructions.
If we read instructions, which apparently I did.
We did, yes.
But
I'm
I-
gonna switch you
I was
because we're going to go over here.
Right ahead. There you go.
Okay, so if we go back over to Miss Carol, she's actually put her foam down for her little acorn, and she's trimming that. That's going to be way easier to trim because there's not so many little curvies like there is in the leaf.
How's yours going? You got it figured out finally?
Yeah, finally got it figured out. Okay. So here's for Kaylee. Here you go. Absolutely, that's what they're there for.
Sorry.
Okay, you can get her
No, because
set up. Okay, so now Julie is taping her little foam there for her acorn. And you're going to do basically the same thing you did for your leaf. You're just going to trim around the little stem and the acorn part, just like Carol's doing. And then it'll do a placement stitch directly on the stabilizer again for your felt, and we'll tape our felt on the front and the back. Oh, but there is a top for this acorn, so we have to read directions. There's a little topper fabric. So we're going to put this on first. I know. Cute stuff. I know. So it's just easier to read directions sometimes.
I cut this first.
Correct. You're going to trim that and the little stem part. Yes.
Yes, it
Is that running better now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was just that big piece. And you saw it in there.
I saw it look a little sparse. So it's like,
It's like flying in there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your pretty flowers. Let's just zoom in on her little pretty screen.
I'll stabilize it. Yeah.
You have something maple.
Oh,
Smells like maple.
yeah, he had the donut.
No, it is.
Oh, you just opened the box. Yeah, Johnny brought
I
us
like
in a
peanut
bunch
butter,
of,
Reese's peanut butter. That's good.
oh, those are good.
I wasn't have a donut, but I didn't want to get stuff on my.
Oh, we have napkins. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah, I know we're jumping around a little bit, but this way you'll get to see all the projects. And basically what I'm going to tell you guys to do, which we don't do, you have to read the directions for this. And we don't. We just go sew thinking we know what we're doing. But if you read the directions, you're going to do just fine. Just fine on here. Okay, so these girls are trimming up.
Later, so now we're going to go do.
You could probably watch Carol because she's going to be doing the felt on the top and bottom next, and she's kind of reading the directions. Okay, so now you're going to do the word landing. So just hit the OK button, and it's already there. And you're already threaded? Yep.
Yep.
You're good to go.
Not doing this one. This one, I got the wrong one.
That's a good question. Let's see.
Which one am we are doing?
She can do one of the acorns, whichever one she wants. I think I saved one in there. Right now we have a little bit over 300,
Oh man.
but usually we have like
That's come a long
Thursday
way.
nights we have 1,000. Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Good.
Yes, we do, Kathy. They come in. We provide the machine. We provide the cookies and the drinks. How to start the screen project. Yes, Katie. Okay, so in the directions, it will tell you to hoop your sticky wash away stabilizer. So again, that is this here, sticky back wash away. So remember, some of these are all different with Kimberbell. So you would hoop this one and you would score it. And then you're going to pick that end up, the little pieces, and then you're going to apply your screen. So I will actually show you that, how to do that. This is your wash away sticky back. So if I had a 5x7 hoop, we're using them all, but you would put it in your hoop. I'll just show you in here. And then you would score it. We have a scoring tool that we're selling today, but you can also use a pin. So I'm just going to score this one to show you. And you will score it with just like a little X. And then you'll peel that paper up. And now this is going to be prepared for you to float anything on here to embroider. So you just peel the papers off. And now this is a sticky surface. And then you're going to lay your screen on top of here, floating it. And then you're going to start your embroidery. When you're done embroidering, you're going to rinse this, and this is going to disintegrate in water because it's a sew and wash. That's how you start the screens. These two are doing the screens, and there is a little applique on the screen. There's a little fabric applique. I think Paula's doing the pumpkin, and I think Mike's doing the little sunflower. So very cute little applique pieces. I think that's all we have to do is applique the flower part and the pumpkin part. Okay, so now you're going to do,
Top and bottom. Just stitch on here. Okay, so go ahead and just do that. So now I put it on the top.
the felt on the top and the back, the front and the back. And you just completely do all the sewing, and you do not trim the felt until the end. So tape it on the front and tape it on the back.
Sometimes it pops out.
Oh, Ruthann is on. Ruthann, my Kimberbell shirts came in for Kimberbell Day. So So I have them for you and Keith. Keith is grilling hot dogs on our patio for Kimberbell Day, which is July 26th. It's a Saturday here. So it's all over the whole United States, Kimberbell Day. So it's a fun day. Fun day.
I wonder if they'll have one up north.
They will.
Little-
If they sell Kimberbell product, they sure will. But Kimberbell streams live from Utah, and everybody that's like, you register with them and you can watch it from home. Yeah, it's a big, they give away like $40,000 worth of items and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy good. Okay, so,
I'm doing this right now.
yep. Then you're going to go right in and do the detail. Yeah. And then after it does the detail, then we'll do this part of the fabrics. So it's really easy peasy. It is fun to do once we know what we're doing. We made like the screen and the other one like a month ago, you know, and now we forget. Exactly. Okay, so now you're going to do the little detail on your screen that is this circle here. This is kind of what you're doing, these little details. So whichever color you want to do that in. Look at Paula's bright little colors. Aren't you colorful? It looks good though.
So here, I have to take this out and take off the bottom too. It says remove the tape. So.
Sure, if you want. Sometimes that can get rolled and be a pain. So if they tell you to, that's kind of what we do. We listen to the directions. You don't like to sit?
Nah.
You're rolling downhill?
Yeah, and I'm afraid I'm gonna go to sit and this thing it's
Yeah.
gonna be over here and I'm gonna land on the floor and I'm gonna embarrass myself.
No. So we're in an old house, and the floors and it's a little crooked here. and when we're on these wheeled chairs, we literally roll. So it's pretty funny. But she's going to stand and sew, which some people like to do anyway.
I do. I stand at home.
Do you really?
My table's higher.
Yeah.
You know.
So she's doing the detail of the little clipper one, and it's just so cute. And then she's going to do the detail of the little sprout, or vice versa, whichever one you guys are doing.
I hope I'm doing the right one.
Yeah. And that's fine. Even if you guys both do it, it's fine, because then Kaylee's going to do one and we'll have her do the other one. It's all good stuff. They're just so cute. They are very cute. And then they even give you the polyfill to fill it with. Very cute stuff. And then it'll give you some twine with a little
They say the bad word, Kathy.
hand sew. It was written in the directions. We're like, what?
So I
Some-
used a triple stitch.
Sewing machine, that's all. And you could also, after you make these, when you're trimming this, you can actually use pinking shears and trim them. And that would give it a little bit more of like a crafty look if you wanted to.
You got it's okay right there?
Yeah, that'll be the end of it. Yeah, doing it on the screen is just a little different technique.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, they're cool.
Machine's pretty nice.
That's a really nice machine. That's the new.
Baby locks.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. And Brother is very, very similar. They're very user friendly, just like the Baby Lock ones. But yeah, it's very, very cool. Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry. Darlene said her USB is empty.
Yes, everybody's USB is empty, Darlene. Everybody's is empty. There is a little postcard in your kit that has a download code on it. This little postcard on the back has a code. You will download the code into the Kimberbell website. They will email you the design files. Today's the first day they're available, so you have to wait until that comes out. Yeah, Betty, they do, because there's some of the foam underneath there. And you can certainly raise your embroidery foot if you feel like it's too close, but with the foam.
I haven't read how to do this yet, so. And then they somehow put it together.
Oh, yes. Cute, cute, cute stuff.
So I'm not quite sure how we get
It's just a cute idea, you know, to do. Green.
Change my bobbin thread color as well, or it doesn't really matter?
It doesn't really matter. Unless you see white coming through, you know. Do you have a black bobbin in there now from the lettering, or do we have white?
Or whatever was in there before.
I
Let's see
w-
this sitting here.
Yeah, you might want to. I would put the white one in after, but it doesn't really matter with these. You don't want to. You're not going to see the back once they're framed. When I did this one, I changed it for every color.
Oh, yeah.
But like, really, who's going to look at the back? I think the lettering, we should have it in the same color, but other than that, no.
Okay.
That's what I. If you want to hang it in a window, Miss Paula, like Cindy does, we have one customer, Little Dev's sister. She makes tile scenes on screens, and she has one window in her kitchen that she changes out every season. So, of course, the front and the back, you would want to change your bobbin.
What they're telling me to do is put thread through here. Yeah.
Maybe that's the hand sewing part.
Yeah. Well, they
To get the twine into
They
the
also tell you right here.
This is where the eyelet is. I don't know.
I did it.
I think it's because your foot was loose. We'll just cut it through there. They are pretty designs. I like when they do that little fancy. Oh my gosh, absolutely. I'm happy. I just need. Good. Yeah, it's the way we learn. You know, you get tips and you learn from other people.
Yeah, you're smart. That's after you stuff on the side.
I'll use fabric keys or a fabric glue and I'm just gonna glue my shop.
You don't have that dark line. You don't have a light dark line. It's a single stitch.
Then you just let it to your machine
That's
afterwards.
what I did, so it's right. That's what I would do. Yeah, right? Oh, you're not that far away. They'll have you cut it so that there's extra right here. I don't know why it's stuff like this. Just drop it at a hole.
I pull the screen because we'll remember where it goes back.
It sure will.
Just for changing the bobbin, you know.
Yep, it sure will.
Kathy and I were surprised that they don't use the SF-101 on the back of that because it's
Dark.
you know.
Yeah.
It's already white, so.
Oh, you're fine then.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just leave that in. But you can't really see it. It's
Yeah.
fine on the back. And that's an easier one for all the colors. You're using white?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm lazy, maybe.
No, that's fine. I mean, like, I was like, oh my gosh, it's good. But again, if you were hanging it in a window or something, you might. But why not? Yeah. It looks fine.
There are two different sizes of these.
Yes, there is. There are two different sizes of acorns. Today we're doing the 5x7, but there is also an 8x12. And this is the one we showed in the beginning, the 8x12 that you can do and maybe make it a trivet. If you want to put a piece of Insulbright in here when you're doing it, you can certainly use that on your table for a cool little trivet for the fall. Yep. Two sizes for that on your stick. So Carol's adding the fabric to the top of her acorn. If you want to go and check that out, there is a cute little piece of fabric on the top. Cute, cute, cute. Yes, Cindy, there are two different sizes of leaves also. There's one for the 8x12 and there's one for the 5x7. Pat, that should work as of today. I will check on that for you. Okay, Cindy, when you go and put in your stick, there'll be an embroidery. Once you download the files, there will be embroidery files that will show you all the other sizes. Okie doke.
I was just showing them.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what did you do with hers.
It's shredded on me.
Check her foot too.
Mine a little different. Seems to be wrapped around.
What's that?
I put the orange in my leaves.
Well, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's fine. It's not a worry. It's what we do. Make them all the colors that you want to make them. So Carol's trimming her little fabric now. And then it'll do the little detail on the fabric, a little crosshatch, little design. So you got to make like 12 of these to make like a little garland. Cute stuff. I mean, you could personalize them, you know, you can put each name on, you know, grandkids' name or kids' names on them, on the top of the acorn.
Wouldn't that be cute?
I know.
Because you can do anything you want.
For Thanksgiving, you could have it done by Thanksgiving if you did it now. That's why we're doing this in July. Give you enough time. Okay, so now you're going to do a placement stitch directly on the stabilizer again, and then after that, you'll tape both pieces of felt on one on the front and one on the back. Mm-hmm. I did. What you doing now, girlfriend?
I'm trying to think, is this the rear or the...
Oh, this is for your little applique pieces now.
Yeah, I have them right.
Oh, you were ready. Oh, it probably doesn't matter.
Like I said, I do my own thing.
Yeah, I think the orange is first, and then I did the teal, and then I did the orange.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're...
They were cut out at 2 different sizes.
Oh my goodness gracious. So Paula is starting her applique on her screen, which is this little pumpkin. So there's a couple different little fabrics in your kit that you're going to do the applique with. So you can go ahead over and zoom in on hers. And then you want to tape it on the back also too.
On the back as well?
Yeah, just like the leaf.
I was like, wait a minute, it has a hole in it already. Once one was a mess.
Cindy, you might be just in the event day 1 folder. You'll have to, I'll have to just look on the other part of your downloads. Okay, Cindy found it. Only on the front? I just told her front and back like the leaf.
Nope, because it's not.
Well, I did that with Julie's, didn't I?
I hope not, but.
We'll just
okay.
trim hers and give her another piece. Yeah. Didn't we put it on the front and the back?
Yeah, you told me to.
I know, and I didn't read the directions, so Mary Lou knows.
Yeah.
Not
Is that
yet.
good?
It's after you do the details. That's okay. What we'll do is just trim yours, and then we'll give you another piece of felt to put on the back when it calls for it. Don't go by me. So when you're doing the acorn, you do not put the felt on the back when you put the felt on the front. You're going to do all that little detail sewing first. Then you will put the felt on the bottom of the back of the hoop. See what happens when we read directions? Which is not a big deal. So now you're going to do...
Stitch the cap placement, and now you're going to do the
Right, but now let's just take this off because I told you to do that felt on the back, which was wrong.
Yeah, I guess that's,
Let's just trim it and get it out of there now.
mine will be extra puffy.
And you'll, and then it'll at least not have all those stitches at the top. You know what I mean? It'll just have these to cover. See how easily things are fixed around here?
What we're going to do with this, we're going to press it. Now it's stitched, and you come back and you're way better at that than I am.
These are not my scissors. I like my little snippies, but okay. So I had told Julie, to put the felt on the back and the front at the same time. No, no, no. Just the front felt, do all this detail, and do the top fabric. And when it goes to add the back felt, we're just going to add another piece, and we'll go like that, and no one will know but all of us. Okay, so it seems like everybody's having some trouble with the bonus designs. I'm going to have to give Kimberbell a call and see what's going on with that. I'll call them as soon as this event's over. But try your bonus designs again in a little bit. They might just be doing everything today. Don't wait.
Help with this. I don't. Well, you don't usually use one of these. So.
Oh, no worries, honey. We got you. This has to heat up a minute. I put this out for his little sunflower part if he wants. If not, I don't know how many applique pieces he has.
Well, he probably doesn't have any.
Okay. Thank you.
And then
Okay.
you can come over here and put your.
How's it coming?
Good. Do you have bigger scissors?
I have purple with everybody. You should have had a pair. But you know that's Steven. He takes everything from our machines. Oh, look at your pretty colors. There you go. I know, it's fun. I know. It's just fun stuff. Uncle Mike's sewing. That's just fun. They're fun to do.
What generation Rooney is he?
I want to say third. His mom and dad are Kathleen and Art Junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder if he knows. I think one of my co-workers' daughters married a son in the family.
Okay, so now you're going to trim that fabric, I believe.
Yes. Trim the fabric.
Trim the fabric around. So Julie's now going to trim her fabric around her little top of her acorn, which is what the directions call for. I would use the snippies because that's just easier, but you use whatever you're comfortable with.
So I opened her bag. Is that okay to take
Oh yeah,
it
that's
out?
fine. I've been just giving them all this.
I know, but I didn't realize.
Oh
that when
yeah, I told her she can
opened
take that one home to do it at home. Yeah,
it. I meant this one too.
that's fine.
Then
Okay, and then after she trims it, she'll put it back in and it will go and do a detailed stitch like Carol's, and then it'll do a nice generous satin stitch around.
when you need to decide.
I try to get a little closer, but it does do a generous satin stitch around. Are those snippies working okay? Okay. See how Carol's is doing the satin stitch, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Something like this, you can do something. Around.
That will cover. There you go.
It's coming.
Pretty, pretty applique. So you could probably go back to Miss Paula because she's doing the second applique on the little pumpkin.
That's the only other better rust. Maybe the dark brown. I think we use the wrong color. It's okay. We had to do that. And do another green one and go with that. But I mean, this color can go just like how that is.
Okay, so now you're going to put it in. You might want to change your thread. Carol put in a darker brown for the top of hers. You can do it in the cream if you want, whatever you want. whatever color you want to do the top in. And here's one that's even a little darker. You done with this dark brown? Oh, here's an even darker one. Just depending on what you want to use. I don't know. That's kind of red. I almost like the lighter. Yeah.
It's looped around the presser foot.
Oh, okay. We'll get that fixed. So, Kate, you can come on back up here now. We're going to do the little, this is, I think, where you add the other piece of felt.
The sewing guide, then the felt.
Then the felt. So that little that you see inside there is washed away. When you wet that, it'll disintegrate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They tell you to use a Q-tip.
So now it's going to do the little detail, like little hatch marks, and then it'll do the satin.
Okay, so I'm ready.
Yep.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, the little extras.
This here. It would tell you that on the screen. That's why we come here. Okay.
Yes. And then you'll use that piece.
Tape it.
I made a plan.
Why?
Well, my thread got all jammed up and I went back too far, so I lost my turquoise.
Well, that happens in our world, but it's okay. You'll be the only one to know. That's right. Oh, yeah. So yours is the different design. So it's not this crosshatch. It's the chevron. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you're doing this one, which is the sprout, where this one they show in the directions is the chipper. Yeah. Yeah, there's two different designs for the acorns for both sizes, the 5x7 and the 8x12. So Julie's doing the other one. I think this one's called Sprout, and it has just a different detail here and a little chevron kind of at the top there. So they're different designs so that you can mix and match. You know, not every acorn looks alike.
It's just avoid the stitch mark.
Yeah, take it out.
Yep. I forgot what that.
Hey, Tommy.
Yep.
She's in the other building upstairs. Okay, honey. I put some in here for you guys.
Is there a
Screwdriver.
yeah.
Oops, I'm sorry. No, you're fine.
It really broke. I don't know where the rest of the needle is.
No. Usually I'll just hit this button here and then raise the foot. And then let's see if it's in your project here. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Can you get it?
Yep. I did.
Wow.
That's really hanged up.
Did it get all of it though?
I think it did. Maybe this one should unscrew here.
Whoops.
Yep.
Other way.
Other way. Other way. I reset the bobbin already. It come out
Wait. I think I dropped
Did
it.
it once, then
in there.
remove this, switch out your bobbin.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, yeah.
I think
I
you're
don't see
fine.
it. It had to. Oh, I like that too.
I know. Oh, there it is. I see
I
it.
see it too.
We need a
Here,
little
let me
pair of
grab-
tweezers.
here, scissors.
You got it with scissors? I can get tweezers. Let me get it with tweezers. Okay, so now you're going to trim right around that fabric, just like you did with the
you back up a couple stitches. Okay.
Did you get it, Carol?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Do you have anything to clean? Little brush or something?
Mm,
I use a piece of scrap felt. There you are.
It already did some of it.
It's against my nature. Oh, I like that.
yeah, that's a
Now I
nice
gotta take it
feature.
back up again 'cause I forgot to put in the bobbin case.
Right here.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's a great feature. Okay, so Kaylee is trimming. You want to get as close. This is perfect, and then just get
Yeah.
all those. That's perfect. And it's a pretty generous satin stitch. It's going to do this little satin stitch and stuff around it, but get as close as you can. How's your pumpkin?
I just got this to do.
Oh, look at you.
Patricia is asking, why are there 2 colors for the acorn? Page 7, step 6.
Page 7, step 6. Yes? Yes, ma'am. Okay, one is for the satin stitch around, and the other one is for the actual around the whole acorn.
I got it.
Sometimes.
What you need, Lovey?
I got it.
Oh,
The bobbin case goes in a little bit different. You kind of have to get it under a
okay.
section over there, but we're good.
Okay, and then you got the needle. Okay,
Thank you.
you got it. 7, step 6. One's probably just the placement line and one's the tack down line. So, wow, Janet, that was lucky because they only released today. So,
Red.
perfect.
Okay, go back to where we should be.
Then you can, what are you looking for? Another color?
Like a red.
Here. There's a bunch in here. Any of those
What?
flavor you want?
I didn't, sometimes I pay attention to this when I'm doing it. If I were doing it myself, sometimes I don't.
This would be like easy to shorten it.
I know, right? That's so funny. That's close enough. You did good. So I think now, do you want to change your color and do it in a darker color, or do you want to do it in a lighter color? Whatever color you want to do it in purple, you can. You guys better eat these cookies and donuts.
I'm having a cookie.
There you go.
I miss these.
Those are from Pastries a la carte. We love that bakery.
Okay. Page 7.
I looked at her. I answered her.
Okay.
I think it's just a placement line and a tack down line for the fabrics and stuff. Yeah. You okay threading that, honey? Look at her go.
Now she just
Them young ones, they pick it right up. All the way in the back. You doing all right, honey?
Yeah, but I'm not sure where it stopped. If I'm in the right
Oh.
place. Am I in the right place? I'm on the very last.
that's what's nice. It tells you what you're
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I did.
Last step is
yeah,
there.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay,
That's the beginning of the last step.
right. We're not moving. Nothing's happening. What did I?
Well, that's crazy. Let's go something else here. And I will.
Yeah, let's do that.
Mhm.
I like this machine.
This is a really nice machine.
Yeah. I like to be better before this happened.
Well, that sometimes happens.
I know. Trust me, I've run into every issue you possibly could on my Elissimo.
Exactly. Oh, you're ready to upgrade. You
Okay,
are.
it does what I want, you know?
Okay, recall the memory. Now it's at where you are.
Okay, let's see.
That's what's nice. Now do the go button.
Why is it? Okay,
Okay, if
it'll
you do
move.
this, if you just hit the press one, plus one, it'll
Yeah,
go.
right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yep, all good. Help yourself, honey. Everything. Cute, cute. Cute, cute. So we've done the acorns. We've done the screen. So the next project is embroidering on the little ribbon for the little mason jar cover. So whoever's done first can start on that.
Okay. Oh, looks like our lady
Looks
in
like
the
a-
back.
She might be leaving. She's got a sick kitty.
Sorry.
One of her cat ate a bobbin.
Mm.
And she's a bobbin. A bobbin thread. And yeah, and she's not doing well. So is she still in? Or she's home? Oh, poor little thing. I think I would have trimmed them with pinking shears. I think that would be cute too.
I do too.
Yeah.
It only is a small one.
It's just doing the little bean stitch.
No, that's not that one. It's not. That's where you're going to end up cutting.
Oh, now you put the fabric on the back. No, maybe one more step.
Turn the hoop to the back.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you want to stay over there to her and see what she does. Okay, well, thanks for coming to sew. Oh, you're not. Oh, you're going to put it in the hoop? I thought you were leaving. Oh my gosh, honey.
Is it hard?
No, it's not.
I probably have to wash it first.
First, yeah, you want to trim this.
I gotta trim all this back.
And I would just, trim it at home because then that way, and make sure you follow the directions. You can leave your hoop.
Why follow?
I know, sometimes we don't like to read directions. We just want to sew.
Where's the wash?
Right in here, honey. Right around the bend there. You got it, babe.
Which I think we have to make one.
I ran over the tape.
And that's okay. The Kimberbell tape, it sews right through. Pick right out, yeah. So,
Shade of brown.
so did we applique a flower yet? Oh, maybe not. Okay.
There's an applique. What you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or how you said.
Let's applique. Let's see. This is a new one because we haven't done the
I didn't
other
know,
designs. Yeah, don't follow their colors. You do your own colors.
But I didn't know. I mean, I'm using it as a guide. I'm just trying to
This
get
one is
close.
you want that color?
I don't know. Should I go applique?
Well, that's just a placement stitch for your fabric. So if you want to make your fabric, if you want to make your flower gold, or if you want to make it blue, or what color do you want your flower to be, we can make it any color. What's Aaron's favorite color? Do we have pink? We have purple?
He's gonna ask for something bizarre.
Blue. Of course he is.
Really like blue.
Light blue, dark blue. Okay.
Light blues.
Okay.
So we need the fabric in there now?
Not yet. When it does that applique, we will. Find.
I love this towel, the embroidery. Do you have a class on this?
Yeah, that's the knockdown stitch.
But we don't
Your
have a
machine
class.
does it. I mean, we can. It's called the knockdown stitch. Yeah. We can do that. We can.
Oh, excuse.
That's right. Mike knows who to go to.
YouTube's unbelievable. Oh, is this on YouTube? Is this YouTube also?
They do.
Yeah, they do sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if she's on it today, but we do connect to it.
Yeah, we're on it.
Oh, we are on YouTube. There we go.
I've been telling Tori that for years.
I know you have.
Get on
I know you have.
Facebook.
You've been giving her a lot of.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah, we were for the first year or so. Yeah.
You guys on Twitch?
We were, but not now. When PJ was here, we were. Yeah.
Not many people were on.
I watched it on
Applique.
Twitch. Yeah, it's more for younger
it looks like.
Oh, it's those
That
things.
just looks like it's a filler stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just fill in with the whatever color you want there. Applique usually says California blue, which it just says that.
Okay.
But this might be all fill stitches. We'll see. You might not have a fabric
I have
flower.
a feeling it's just fill stitches. but
I'm
not
having a
sure.
fabric. That one is a.
Okay, that's
I'm
cool.
thinking that one is. Okay.
to the next one though.
Okay. So there's a placement stitch for where there's before she adds the backing.
There, so now we're here.
Okay, so you're doing this stitch here now, which is just a guide. So just go ahead and hit, yeah, you can hit that one. Then we're going to pull it out and add the felt. Go ahead, do that one first.
I'm gonna take that ahead because I don't want to stitch that again. It's really cute.
Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to pull the hoop out and we're going to tape the felt onto the back. And then we'll do the final stitch, which is around both pieces. Yeah, that was a quick one.
What's this machine? The Radiance?
Yeah.
Ooh, that the Slayers.
It has a bigger projector. You know how you can
Oh, yeah.
project on. It
Okay.
has a bunch, bigger screen. I know there's some more fill stitches in IQ Designer.
Okay.
It's just everything, you know,
Just the next step up.
next step up, next step up.
Is that like current? Is that the current top one?
That's the newest one. It came out in January. That's the Baby Lock brand. This is the Avenir, which is the brother brand, which they're very similar. Like with your Solaris, you could tell how user friendly this to
Yeah.
thread it and everything.
Very easy to do.
Yeah, they're very, very user friendly. Yep, that's right.
Do they have like 2-thread machines or 4-thread?
hmm
Yeah.
This one has a 4-thread,
Okay, that's what it looks
6 needle. We have, and you could thread everything, load your design, put it in there.
12 point, which is
There is a 12. Oh, Sue, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, she does. She has a 12 needle. Yeah, 10 needle. Mary Lou has a multi needle. And when we were at her house and when she was running it, it was like shaking because it's like very powerful. It's almost commercial like. And I named her machine Ursula. So I'm like, it's like Ursula's coming. Okay. Yep, you got it. And now you're just going to hit the press the foot down and go. It's going to go around both. Bye, Paula. Thank you for your help. See ya. Take care of the kitty. Let us know.
After I dig them up.
Poor little thing.
She's a college girl going into her sophomore year now.
Oh, where do you go to school?
Bishop's University.
Okay, nice.
Yes, in Quebec.
Aw,
It's like
that's
above-
great.
Up Vermont, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Aw, that's awesome. How exciting. My daughter lived in Connecticut for a little while. We've got to go up there a little bit. And my husband worked in Maine for a little bit, but that's the only time I've ever been really up there. Yeah,
There.
that's really cool.
It's really pretty up there.
We do cruises here at Gloria's every other year with sewing ladies. We take them on a cruise. And our next one is going to be the whole New England thing. Yeah, I'm trying to do that next year. So that'll be really fun. I know. Yeah, we've done the Caribbean for so many times, and we're just done with the Caribbean. At least Mary Lou and I are. We did Alaska one time. That was fun. Yeah. But that's beautiful country up there. Okay, so we're going to start them on their ribbons.
I know, I was looking for, this is the piece, we need a bigger piece.
I think we have the whole roll.
Wash away.
Let's see. Just open a roll.
I looked in the drawer.
I would just open a roll. That's fine.
Well, Miss how about so you'll stuff it into here and then close that part. We're gonna hang up. We're gonna have a little bit of tape clean off, but this is like that. Open the drawer too.
So I'm curious, do we get an applique yet? No. We'll have to keep watching. There's a lot of colors in here, a lot of little detail. It's very cool. Okay, so she's done. And what do you want to make next? Do you want to do the ribbons or do you want to do the mason jar cover? Where is our little sample of that? Oh, sorry. Okay. So this, you can actually embroider the ribbon. You can do it in a brighter color, or you can do it in a color that's tone on tone. And then you can make this little that you wrap around a jar once it's done. That's cute. Or you can do a screen like Uncle Mike did, if you want to do something on a screen. Whichever you want to do. Yep, we're all done.
Okay.
Did you do the last step? Yeah.
So look at your directions on how to trim that, because they have you.
Did you do that right? It'll stay open.
Yep, that has to stay open.
And then you're going to do like a 1/2 inch outside of that. So how is this?
We're renovating a house. We have to move into it. We sold our other house.
Oh, okay.
We have an in-law suite. So we're all out in there. But the whole second floor is almost done now. In Mikey's room.
Two
Yes.
boys.
One boy and then the girl. Where he first.
So funny. So funny.
You do trim it on that line, except for that one section, but
Okay.
it scares me now.
Pastries a la carte.
They're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're a good bakery.
Besides
Is there a
from
bathroom I could wash my
Right
hands?
there. Right through that
We
little
did everything
cubbyhole
that
there.
you had to do, right? Okay.
Oh, you're
So
fine.
now we're gonna do,
Okay.
Right half inside the line. Like take the line off.
one second while I'm gonna get you some,
Yeah, they didn't
gonna
call for
try
topper
something
on
else.
that. We
So,
are going to
in your
use topper
kit,
though, Cindy, on the next
and we'll cut this
project
up.
when we do the little mason jar.
Yeah, went down the wrong side.
I need a pin. 1 second, guys.
Which one are you gonna do next?
I don't like using, get the ribbon out,
I always think
and we're gonna do the ribbon.
yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
So what are we going to get started on?
The ribbon,
We're going to do some ribbons.
yeah.
Okay, fun stuff. Mike, did you want to sew anything else after this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanna cut you.
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
do-
That's
this
fine.
is,
Oh, see, that does all look embroidered.
Yep, I've got the right one. This is
Whatever she wants to do.
wash away. I can't even talk today. I need to, okay,
Gloria, that
now we're gonna do this right.
barn for my first question.
I'm gonna cut a piece of this.
I wanna, fill an art room.
This is wash away sticky back.
It'll be about the size.
Because what we're gonna do is this ribbon. And this is what it's gonna be on. So you wanna cut out that, I mean, not cut it out, but take out that. What color would you call that? Burgundy, maroon?
One before this.
And then we hoop this. And what I'm gonna do,
That's for that, that's smaller. The Slayer stuff is much larger. Right.
you'd think I never hooped anything in my life.
We have to use that one, because I guess the sweater won't fit on there though. I remember packing that sweater, so I was like nervous.
Just gonna get that nice and hooped.
Back up, I'm like, oh my God. I know, and I'm like real careful, and I'm like trying to get it to foam.
And there's a couple ways to take this off. This is, we want to take off the coating of this.
Best thing. Because, I actually got a.
We're gonna sell the actual tool today, but what we do is,
I want to tell Lori, I didn't actually talk to her, but I want to pick one up for my mother. Shoot, I'd love her to come out and take some lessons.
all right, now we want you to,
With your grandmother.
Yeah, she would like this.
Yeah.
the bobbin.
It'd be really nice for her to get back into it.
That'd be great, yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Is that the one we used?
So it's sky blue. So you
Okay.
usually
You're gonna put this in the bobbin and this up top.
what color flower do you want this to be?
We're gonna go home.
So I think,
I think that blue.
okay, that's what
Should I use
she
this
said she
thread?
likes blue. Yep,
Yeah.
I would put that in,
don't have to.
and then we'll
I
make
might
this
just
applique
sew
flower.
it up
That's
on
cool.
this line and then, no, this line.
There it is, that's what we want, right there.
So it's
There's so many colors.
You wanna use that on top?
I know.
Is this okay to use on there?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get it up.
Okay.
Right.
It doesn't have,
Started clothing. I started
batting
clothing.
ring.
Did you really?
So we're,
See right now? It's called Roy Room.
Okay.
And,
we've got
but I have.
sticky back, wash away. And we're going to do this in 2 hoopings.
Oh, and then,
NYU and stuff like that, for the masters.
they do tell
And you need this too.
there's another part to this.
So,
You have to punch out these little eyelets. Look at all the threads on this.
Come on.
I like that.
Carol, are you gonna do this one too?
What one?
The ribbon one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. They're finished. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so you girls wanna hoop. You know, you put the shiny side up on this one when you hoop it. I think I got that big enough.
Shiny side.
Did I give you a big enough piece?
Can I go over here to do
Yeah,
that?
is it big enough for you?
Just barely.
You want another one? That's gonna be tight.
Yeah, it is.
Hold that.
We go back.
There you
We have
go.
scoring tool.
We do have a scoring tool. Let me find it. I use pins on mine, but I'll find those. Okay.
So I trim with these scissors in?
Now, here's where you didn't catch it on that one.
I didn't catch
And then
this,
we'll
sorry.
do like another little stitch over this one and kind of gives it that.
We're just making sure we've got it tubed right. Okay, now we've got that set.
Whatever color you want. If you want
Embroidery.
this color,
Okay, now you can go ahead and do the tack down line for it. Let me give this a press off.
No? Oh, that's pretty. I don't know, whatever color you want. Haley, what do you think? We did the blue fabric, because we thought Erin would like the blue. Let's ask her what she thinks we should do.
Is Aaron watching?
I'm
Erin's
giving
watching?
I'm giving this
Oh,
a
okay.
press,
Oh my gosh, right?
and they say to cut it into 14 inches.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what
And I
color
forgot that I need to replace that. I need to replace the cutter on there. Okay, so now we're ready to go.
Match the other place.
the rest, or do you want the blue?
What do you think?
I think it needs something else.
Unless you think something
Do you
else.
think it would stand out too much against the blue though? Or do you think
I'm
it
all
would fit?
about
Or do you
contrast.
think you'll
Yeah,
fit
you-
together?
You do want it to show.
Contrast, yeah.
Okay, so now we're on the ribbon, and the first thing is the tack down.
Okay, so
or placement, I'm sorry,
so
placement lines.
just that first.
Yep.
Raw edge.
Raw edge.
Yeah. And it just
Our machines tell us when we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Refresh. Did it mess up when I was trying to do it? I thought I got it all cracked in there.
nope, okay.
Do we start it?
So, well, no, because it's, we need to hook it in here.
So you guys
How
are
did
So-
it look?
classroom here.
Yeah, it did not go through the way it was supposed to. Okay.
Screen with the name of our house on it.
For some reason, it didn't hook at the top.
No, we haven't moved. We moved.
You did move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nisha, Peter Township. So we have some.
Do you think Snow would work instead of just orange tape? Mary Lee?
A pin will work.
A pin will work.
Linden Creek Road. They live off of Chestlock Road.
I couldn't find my scoring tool.
They bought 10-acre lots.
Okay. Now we're just gonna make sure we're at the beginning. Okay. I'll go ahead and start it again.
You could buy it all.
Oh, stop a minute.
She has 10 acres. My aunt, she's gonna be selling it.
Okay.
Back when they were.
It was. I saw that the presser foot was loose.
Okay.
Okay.
Simmons owns a lot of that.
So we've got our ribbon cut into two 12-inch, 14-inch pieces, and we do 2 hoopings.
Leave out,
Okay.
just off to the right is the left. All this farmland, so the developers were in the process of buying. Some guys who didn't buy it and left it as farmland, which is nice. Yeah.
Oh, that looks pretty. Good, good. Now it's gonna do a bit of
So you're gonna take these,
different color for the center.
and it might help if
So you guys are starting on the ribbons.
we're on the ribbon right now.
Okay.
So this is what
Is her mic working? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
we're gonna place this, and it might be easier if you take it out of the hoop so you can see. You're gonna place that directly at that top line and right through the center,
And you can wrap that in there.
just like that. And you're gonna smooth it down so it's on, and you do the next one. You can do that one right at the top of there.
Learn something new every day here.
And this is a 2 hooping one. We're gonna, after we do this, we're gonna trim some of that wash away, redo the, rehoop it,
Usually they're like.
okay? Now you can put it up there.
Right even here? Or it should be moved over
Well,
more?
It'll be about center. Depends on how picky you are.
Okay.
I tend to be a little pickier with that, so I like it right. Okay, so now put it in. And go ahead and start.
Okay, so you're talking, I'm not. So
Yeah.
they're gonna. follow
So
you
we're
through
gonna
the
do
ribbon.
this.
Did she decide to do tone on tone?
Pretty much, yeah. Because there's so many different shades of burgundy
Right,
or
I know.
maroon or whatever. So this might stand out a little bit more than this one, but I sort of like it. It's just a little lighter. This actually was that color to start, but when I washed the wash away out of it,
It's in your kits, but I have one of the.
Oh, okay.
yeah, give them a press. Now I'm gonna get another piece ready. I have to make it a little bit bigger than this. Yes?
Just do the ribbons live, then Steve can go sell them, and we can
Yep.
just do the little thing with them.
I think
Okay.
that works.
We're just gonna do the ribbon live, which is only these parts right now, probably about 15 minutes. And then Steven can go in and sell while we.
Okay. Is that in your machine, the ribbon, the design? Yeah, and I got you ready, but did we have it in your?
Kate? Yes, she is. She's our full-time videographer. Yes, she is.
Yeah, we do. There it is. Do you have this in the bobbin?
Yes.
Okay, then do the placement line. Yep, on the sticky.
Looks really nice. So we're just gonna do the ribbon for like 10, 15 more minutes. Then
Okay.
we're gonna shut down and then we'll help her do her label.
Okay.
These girls do their label.
Okay.
I have that. No, I have that.
Well, behind.
But I have
Okay.
one right below that
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Like a little bit.
Now you're ready.
We can hook the flare or
So,
something.
I'm gonna do placement line directly on the stabilizer.
Move that out of the way. Oh, I'm sorry.
I missed what width you use for the embroidery on the ribbon.
What width? It automatically came, I mean, it's there. It's part of the design. We don't have to switch anything out or anything. It's already there. So now it's done. We're going to unhoop this, but we're going to hoop it again. So we need to trim this away. We need to trim the sticky back away. All the sticky back has to be trimmed away.
Okay, with the purple scissors?
I would think that we can do it. You're going to wash it away afterwards, and you don't want to cut the ribbon. So you just try and go around this. You need two 14-inch pieces of that ribbon.
Okay, show them how you're trimming it. You're just basically taking the stabilizer off of it.
Yep,
Again, this is wash away.
yep.
No, because
And I could,
not too close, right? Like, not like
It's
no,
gonna wash away.
I don't want to get too close because I don't want to cut the ribbon.
It is. Okay. You're gonna do
I
the
sort
ribbon
of-
first, and then we're gonna do
Right
this.
there, I'm just cutting on the line.
Onto this when you're embroidering this.
Okay, got
So you're doing the ribbon, setting this up. And again, you can quote your ribbon, whatever color you want.
Okay.
And I still think it's best to trim that center part out.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you don't have to, but they don't tell you not to. So,
I want the green.
I think I would like the light bright green.
have you even found out?
What's that?
Have you even found out that you
No, that's Thompson.
okay, so now that's ready for the next step, which is we've got to hoop this again.
I know they bounce. I call them my chiggers.
Let me go over here and do this real quick. I almost feel like I'm at my home because I have to move all over the place to find empty spaces.
It's too bright for the pumpkin also. I'm gonna do it in that too.
You can do it any color you want. Fabric in here if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, right. What's it?
And then I just use a pin to score it. Sorry,
One is a
I'm moving all over the place.
pumpkin. All right, but on the bonus designs, you've got a poinsettia, you've got a heart, you've got a sunflower, you've got all the different holidays.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the burgundy.
And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start back so you can say okay on that one, but we're going to start right back at the beginning, which it should be right there. We're good. And we're going to do another placement line. Whoop. Okay,
Yeah, you'll just have to cut it.
just make sure it's in there okay.
Yes.
All right, do another placement line for it.
For about 10 minutes.
So we've got it this far.
Okay, so then you want to do two 14-inch pieces. Yeah, is it half? Is it just
Well, you
cut
could
half?
cut it in half. They just tell you 14 inches, and I just kept the 14 inches when I did this,
Okay,
when I made this.
so just cut it in half, that would be fine, because that's,
They also tell you that you can use what's that called again? Freight check
Oh.
on it. But this has been fine. And we're gonna, we'll bring it over here.
Float. This is floating an item, so if you can't hoop it for any reason, like if it's a big beach towel, or if it's a baby's blanket, or a stuffed animal, or something like a tote bag that you really can't put a hoop around, you're gonna float the item, and that's why they use the sticky stabilizer.
I know I'm sort of doing this for you, but
Are we
that's
doing
just a
the
way to,
ribbon in
okay.
Just
two
cut it in
parts?
half.
So you're gonna do that, yes, you do it in 2 parts like this.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna set that right there. Can put that right at the top
This one, it should be leaves.
and just go right down that spot. It's a lot like when you're doing their borders, except minus the
I know.
batting.
That's the wrong one. Let me get you the right one.
All right.
So here we are right here.
That looks like a spring design. That
Yeah,
must be from the bonuses.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're doing a spring one, sure.
Can you use a large hoop to do it in one hooping?
Well, I would think that you can. All you would have to do is duplicate your design and do it. I would think that would work fine. And I don't like the way I put the bottom of this one.
Okay, so now it's going to do a placement stitch directly on your stabilizer, and you can do it. Are you going to quilt in that color?
And it's just going to go down the center.
Whatever color you want to make
Okay.
it really hot. You might want to.
Okay, and you just put it in and just do it.
The jar topper, and then you can quilt it if you want.
See, I like something different because
It doesn't. You can do the cream. You could do a different brown. You could do this. You could make it match this, whatever color you choose for this.
Right.
That's true. You could have.
You decide. Okay, so now you're just going to hit the presser foot down.
Now it's just going to stitch it down again. Whoops, I'm sorry, hon. And it'll cover that and it'll just be perfect. But again, you can
This
use
is a
different
cool-
colors. You could use green, you can use cream, you can use anything.
And it's a cool technique because if you're doing borders for table runners or placements or something, you can do it on a big piece and just continue to quilt.
Oh,
like
we
did with
said
our
this one, they could use a bigger hoop, line them up and just,
continue.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're still doing that.
So now it's going back up. And then what you do is you trim away all the excess and go rinse it in the cool water until you get rid of it, let it dry. And then we're gonna, this is what we're gonna do next.
So we might come up with like a project like that tote bag, and if you guys are interested in it, we'll take, 6 people and do it. you know?
Okay.
So. Fun stuff.
Well, what about this thing here? How do we do something like that?
That's very
Oh, let's
cool.
just
We can
start
just
in that
do it
one.
someday when you come in and show you.
On this one, I think I'm gonna trim it a little bit more so you don't have so much. And you can actually just use a Q-tip or something with water and dissolve it. The only thing you have to be careful is not to cut the thread.
We're good at school, though.
Whoop.
Jack Lambert. Great Hall of Famer football player.
never mind. I answered.
Directly on the stabilizer, you got it. Actually, I was wrong about that one. We created that one in IQ Designer, which you can do on the slides. Yeah, I bought some of it, so that were all these different sizes of nutmeg, and I put them on a baby slide, they're really thick.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that
That
next.
was super cool. I know, super cool.
Is that special thread?
It's embroidery thread, and it's called knockdown. There's topper on there. You can kind of see the sheen,
Yeah.
so that it kind of flattens that. Yeah. It's really cool.
So we're all done. It's all
Okay, we
And what we'll do is just trim this out and rinse that off. So it looks like that on the back. Front and back.
Oh, I want to take you over and show Johnny.
Okay. So now we just need regular wash away for our next, to
Okay.
get to the, we'll trim that out. In your pouch, you'll have one that's called pumpkin jar wrap. Maybe.
That's the Acorn.
It should be in there.
Scissors somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, here they are.
Oh, there they go. Okay.
Let's see
How about
a,
this one?
big- Should I take this
There we go.
right here?
So we're going to do
Yeah.
this one next. It's the pumpkin jar wrap. And what's something that I thought was really funny is when you're doing it, and I guess I'm going to have to show you from the start. You put batting down, and then it'll do a mark for this, and then you cover all of it with
topper.
topper and tape that down, and that topper stays in there the whole time.
Right. And we'll do that with these three ladies right here.
Yes.
After we're doing the ribbons. And
Okay,
here's
so
wash away
I'll let
for
you-
Kaylee.
you wanna
and I'll
hoop
get you
this
another
up?
one.
Again, you can move over here so you have a flat surface to do it.
Do we need a certain size needle to embroider on the screen?
Nope.
We just did 9014 needles. You might want to use a 7511 depending on what you're writing. This is going to be for your second hooping. This one's going to be for your second hooping.
I think we've said this before, that sometimes they don't tell us what's.
No, they
What?
don't. They leave it up to your choice, what you feel like works best for you. Mary Lou loves 7511 needles a lot.
Yes, I do.
She's turned me on to doing those a lot more than I've ever used them. And then 9014s is what most embroidery designs call for.
And I think it just
Gosh,
depends
it's
on
still
who you're
going.
dealing with.
This is the sticky back.
That is
No.
sew and wash. That's for your next hooping.
Yep.
So
Well, no, she still needs,
Color right here.
you only did one, correct?
yeah, this is my.
Okay, so you need another,
Well, she gave me seven.
that is for the next one. When you go into,
When we
so
sew
did-
the actual.
yeah. So we need this.
Okay. Here.
Whoops. We can do this, we can do it. Oh, you didn't catch us on, that's good. Yeah, you don't want to cut the ribbon, just around the edge. And then you have to hoop this again. This one's a piece that's too big.
You got a good eye. He's got a good eye. He's changing that one thread.
The other way around.
No, this is perfect. And then there's a little screw here. We just tighten.
I wanted to show up.
Mary Lou, get you started on this. And this is wash away. So after you do this particular project, it'll wash off.
Oh, this is where we need fusible backing on this piece. Okay, now we can go to a white bobbin. We need a white bobbin now. And we're going to read our directions. This has everything in it that
It'll
we
sound a
need.
little loud, but that's okay.
And Kimberbell gives you way
That's
too
fine
much
too.
fabric. Not that I'm complaining,
What's-
Press the needle.
but
Yeah, that's right. That's what the machines do. They have a
we
slow
do
down
like to
for
give it
that.
a press
you know,
first. And we need two, I believe,
What size shape flux do you need?
that's what I'm double checking. I think it's 6.5 by 6.5 or 6 by 6. 6 by 6.
You got it.
We need, there should be some topping. We need 6.5 by 6.5 topping.
Okay.
This needs to be
Look
cut
at
into
that.
two
See, that's
6x6
pretty.
pieces.
Now you can
And they-
see
Yep.
the
And they give
quilting.
you all this
right here, I got
fabric.
it in my hand.
Oh, okay.
I'm cutting these squares
two
for you guys.
6x6
You can
pieces.
use
I
it.
want to trim the stabilizer with the rotary. I'm not.
So we're
Well,
going
that's
to
smart too,
trim this
lady.
up to two pieces that are 6x6.
There you are, my friend.
And we're going to
Mhm.
iron fusible backing on
I
it,
need you. Oops.
which is
We
our
had this room all cleaned up, and now look at it. That's what
multiply
happens.
this by 100, and that's my sewing room.
That's it. It's a
So
sign of
we're gonna-
creativity.
We'll wait till they're done there. Let's load that design
Okay, Kate's over there. That's good.
on your.
Nope.
Oops.
Now you need the
Okay.
sew and wash. I put it next to your.
Cancel, return.
You're gonna do
Well,
sew
no,
and
we
wash.
gotta
Delete.
finish the other end of the.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had to do that in two.
Mary
We
Lou
already-
gave us.
Mary Lou knows what she's talking about. There's
We already
another
put
piece
this
for
in
you.
the-
You're gonna score
the,
that one. I didn't know that was done in two
machine.
hoopings.
So what you could do right now is go
Does that look
ahead,
better, Mike?
maybe go back to this thread and do a
Oh yeah, that pops it.
placement line for the batting. And the batting
Well,
comes in our kit.
Or do you think that's good?
You want to whatever one you want to do. If you want to do that first, or if you want to
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to cut this to size.
I don't know. Let me. What the hell?
Oh, that's cute.
I know. Go for it. Okay, so this is done in two hoopings, and they extend the ribbon just like we do on the borders.
Yes.
Okay.
It just goes right to the top,
Okay.
goes down, and it stitches the whole thing.
Okay. So I would like you to check out Carol's quilting. She did it in a lighter color.
Look
See
how
how that
cute
just
that is.
pops it?
Just
That's so cute to do.
you know,
I do a
tip-
lot on tone, but it's nice to do it in a different color once in a while.
Typically, we like to do that, Kathy and I. But lots of times when we do the event or whatever, we do it the way they
The way
what
they,
they tell
say,
us.
yeah.
just because. So now you're going to do
Okay.
the same thing.
Right. I'm
Got
gonna
it,
hoop
girl?
my,
Yeah. That's all.
piggyback
Yep.
wash away.
So I'm going to cut. I'm going to trim this off. And did I say that it was this 6x6 piece?
I cut them all for you right here.
Yeah. No, I think that's what this is too. 6x6.
Or 6.5. Hi, Alex.
The book tells us. I know. So I'm cutting one.
Does that look better?
Last time I did this, I tried to pull it apart because I need to change that. Okay.
And I'll take you for a walk over to show you his clothes while he's
Is-
up here.
Can I put this in a frame?
Yep, and there's your little tiny. And you can say, honey, look what I moved in class.
Exactly.
Okay. So then we're going to go.
I like to cut those little stitches.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that in there. Kimberbell's gotten a lot better with their details, but even Tommy is amazing digitizer now. He does like a lot of digitizing for Gloria.
Oh,
He picked it right up and he loves it.
yeah.
And he told me the reason that we need some jump stitches in there, if you don't have them, it would be all knots in the back of your project.
Mm.
So that made a lot more sense to me, that we don't want all those
Then-
knots. And I get that.
Cool little iron there. Cordless.
Oh yeah, that's our new Panasonic ones. We have
We have
one
different
that stays-
colors.
This one stays on hot for 20 minutes. Now we have one that stays hot for 2 hours. I
Okay,
know,
so
it's
that's all.
crazy.
You know what I
Love 'em.
think I did on the last one? I put my backing the wrong way.
Yes.
Okay, so we're ready
Yeah,
here.
Panasonic rose gold, they come in teal, they come in gold. They even come in ruby red now.
Then you're going to do this next. And then you're going to trim all the way around.
They actually, if you're doing
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in your way there.
Yeah, there you go. So, let's walk over and I'll show you John's stuff and I'll go out and do this.
And you can tape it if you want, or you can just hold it.
I'll be right back.
Whatever works best. I'm the one, wrong one.
Fine.
So she's going to put the batting on and tack that down. We're going to look at the book so we do it right.
And then I go ahead.
Yep. And this is where we've got, we should probably do this before we start that, but and that'll stitch around. And this is one time when well, it's not the only time, but you're going to trim that batting all the way around. In the meantime, I'm going to trim this extra off of here.
Does the thread come in the kit?
The thread does not come in the kit. We did sell, we did sell a kit, but I'm finding that people like different colors. So, you know, I'd like to use my own stash for something like this. But no
Are we
thread
able to
came.
sell more of the kit?
I would think so.
Okay.
I would think we can sell more of the kit if somebody wants it. Okay. You need these. How about that? Okay. And did you see how I did that?
Yes.
No, it's okay. You're going to take your ribbon that you already have.
And lay it what's done at the top.
Yep. And you're going to match it up with this. So you can do it like this and just sort of gauge it like that. Sometimes it's easier if you pull it out to set that up there
Okay.
because it's just going to continue on down.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going back to this to try and trim this out
Just like leave space.
all the way around.
Okay, leave space all around.
You want it close because that's, but it doesn't have to be on the line or anything.
What color bobbin thread did you use for the screen?
Actually, I think Kathy had done hers a lot in using the matching thread. But when Paula did hers, she did white and it was fine. You can see where Kathy, well, that was the design. The design was white on white there. But the front of it, I mean, this is what you're going to see, really. And that looks pretty darn good. I didn't see I think Mike just used white in the back of his, but his isn't here anymore. He took it with him.
Oh wait, no, it's not. It's over here.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. And he hasn't washed it away. Look, he used white on the back of his. I think one of the things that we decided with that is that you needed to use like a 60 weight bobbin thread because it was too thick if you're using, and we do have the fine line thread where you can use the same color in the bobbin as you do on top.
That's Corey's youngest.
Oh, okay.
So Tommy and Steve kind of have taken together and they're
Yeah.
gonna take it over for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do with this is we need to rinse this out because the next step is basically to attach this to the design. So, girls, that's what you're going to want to do is go and rinse these out as soon as you're done.
We sell them though.
Okay? So I'm going to, and this is what the next step on the thing.
This one.
Oh, I'm giving it to you for a minute.
Okay, that sounds good. What's that one? Sit on that green one. That's as low as it goes. It's for like tall people. Okay, do we have any other questions here? Okay, so Jennifer, the bobbin thread, they're asking for the screen. When I first did the original one, I changed the thread, bobbin thread, to match every single thread. And you can see on the back here, you can see, but we did them again, and you don't need to. The only one I would suggest changing the bobbin thread is the wording. And that would be the only one that you would want to match. Oh, that quilting looks so pretty, Carol.
Yeah, I like the lighter.
Yes,
color. It
I do
really
too.
shows up. Yeah.
Really pops it.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing your label, you can do it in any colors you want
Yeah.
to match it.
Yep.
They're very, very cute. Isn't that a nice share?
I like how it feels too.
Yeah, I know. That's a good one. That's a good one.
When I finish my expansion, I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, you would like that. We got a special deal on those, but they came in, but they're really just for tall people.
Because I have two other ones that look like it, but they're not as tall.
The koala ones. They go up and down.
Koala.
And they're comfortable. And they're great. Here you are. Oh, it's everywhere. Here you go.
It's all over.
I'm going to go ahead and press these even instead of letting them dry on their own because we need it.
I know.
And it has extra thread because of the backing. Had the thread and all of the backing washed away. So you have to trim away the thread.
Oh, you just finish up the circle? No, you're working
Because
on
you
it.
don't want that in there.
This.
Okay.
You did the screen. She's just finishing up the label. And then you can make the rest at home. Because he's got the machine.
Go on.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Whatever you want to do, honey, it's right.
The next part would be to do those two little corners if you want, where this goes down.
She put it back in now?
Yeah, but she trimmed all the way around.
They're getting ready to maybe head out, so we can get her
Okay.
moving along.
She's not going to stay as long as she wants.
Yeah, I can even drop her off on the way home if you want.
Where do you live?
I live in Pleasant Hills, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
she'll be done with that probably in about 20 minutes, I bet.
That's fine.
And then
It's not quite dry.
we'll let that dry a minute. And
Well, this
adorable.
is the next step, so
Oh, okay.
That's why I was trying to-
It's
it's part of the, yeah.
With the camera set up, like it's a straight down, you know.
She's got it all going.
Yeah.
She's got us all different angles, different ways. It's funny because people be like, "This is where you film?" Like they think it's going to be a big
Yeah.
stage or something. It's that little
It's
room.
just, okay.
It's like, well,
I think we can work with this.
okay. Hey, Steven.
Okay. So the next step, you did these right here, and you're going to tape them.
Yeah.
You're going to set it right there and give it a piece of tape
That was
over
in IT
here.
Designer, you said?
Yes, it's just.
Could he create that in the Solaris?
Yeah, they tell you to tape it to the side of it. So,
Right on this Solaris. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sure.
He's waiting for his niece. So.
and then the same on the other side. That's
It's
okay.
very cool.
And the same over
Was that
here.
one in the
We're
book?
not going to do that.
It might have been.
Okay.
Are we putting SF 101 on the back of the?
Okay.
And I have them.
And you just keep these out of the way
It's a 6x6 piece of
for
fabric.
now.
Where's the yarn?
Right
Mhm.
there.
Room? Oh.
Right in front, right there.
You can make it.
And then it's going to do it. Go ahead. It's just going to stitch it
And
down.
then a lot of them, like when we do borders on things, it's the same technique. So you really learn a lot.
And it was funny when I did this earlier
And then you
today.
just trim it. I don't know.
I thought, why isn't it telling me what to do with
Did I
these?
tell you something wrong?
And I was almost done, and I found that it did tell me I was supposed to do something with them. Okay. And this is where it's going to be weird. What you're going to do now is just sort of, if you want, you can fold these up, and because you want to get them out of the way, either roll it up or do something to keep it out of the way, and you can either pin it or tape it. And you want to just make sure you tape it to the side. So if you want, just pull it out, because you know what the next step is? Let me make sure I'm at the right point. I am at the right point. Do we have the topping?
Yep.
It just needs to be like a 6.5 by 6.5 or so. Go ahead and cut it in half, it's fine. Okay. This is water-soluble topping. Now you're going to want it further away than that.
Isn't that slick?
Yeah.
I know.
Because
This looks pretty good too.
we're going to do some stitching that's going to be right there. Okay.
So he liked your chair.
So maybe
They're renovating and making a craft room.
what we'll do is just,
The big one, the tall people chair.
Yeah. We got those in special, so those are
It was so good.
now it worked fine for me. I just kept draping them to the side.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Oh, wow. Before you saw out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought of you. I'm like,
But that'll help keep it out of the way. And then you're going to take this water-soluble topping, put it on top this whole
So
thing.
do you want to go back?
It is a little bit bigger than we need.
And then she's going to
Then
take it to chemistry.
Whoops.
And
Then tape
go
it
on
that
to
way.
Okay, that sounds good.
And they have you tape
Any
it
other questions,
all
like about
over
the
the
radiance
place.
and the Avenir differences or
I
something?
don't know.
He has
I
the
st-
Solaris
I'm
and the Destiny.
Still not quite sure why we're doing it, but
Because Sue has the multi-needle. You know, he thinks he's going to be this world-class sewer soon.
I don't know about that.
we need extra tabletop space. And then the same on the side.
They do a lot of stitching stuff. And she said, get the machine, and then I don't know, Sister Anna ghosted me.
She
I'd
did.
be like, hey, just gently checking in. Do you still want the
Okay.
machine? I have it here for you.
So now you're gonna,
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
I'm just gonna do this because I wanna see what the next step is. Now it's going to be a placement line for some foam.
Oh, it's in the big box.
Oh, the brand new one.
Brand new one. So that
It's
one
like the pumpkin.
should be around 11.
It's for the
Which one does
pumpkin.
Sue have?
Sue might have that.
She
So
might
it's
have
the
an
older-
Enterprise or
she might have
something.
the older version of that. That's
Yeah.
the brand new one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like
I thought she had like the Enterprise.
16, 17, $2,000
But you need a stand for that, right?
This-
So you're gonna place this on top of that.
Is that in that box too, or not?
Separate box.
Just center it right on the,
This is- it's
that round little,
machine, but it has the 10 needles that go across.
just put it right on top there.
Ah.
You can tape it if
Yeah,
you
that's
want,
the machine. That's-
a little bit on the top and bottom, or,
This is the,
that's a
I don't
40
have the
needle.
file
this is,
for the
this is
pumpkin
old
jar
needle
wrap.
one,
This
but it's
part
the
of
same
it.
kind of setup like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've used her 10 needle.
Okay, yeah,
I make all my Yonkers Raceway shirts
okay, yep,
in New York.
yeah,
Actually, Kyle.
okay,
He figured it out.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
Susie's a little confused.
Yep.
Kyle's like, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yep,
This kid can figure it out.
we figured it out, yeah, so that's good.
All right, that's cool.
I heard you moved, you're building a sewing room, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's what we,
Yeah.
yeah, anytime we hear someone's building a sewing room, that always,
one.
always excites us, so that's good, so.
Yeah, I'll be talking to you guys about.
okay.
All right, great, thank you.
Because I have
You're
the
welcome.
Destiny and the Solaris,
Okay,
so something like that would be cool. That was
Then
surgery
once
I
it
got
stitches
from you
that
guys.
down, you're going to
So I like
trim that.
Yeah. So, but I'm buying a bunch of shirts. I just need to put like my logo, you know,
Yep.
I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna get that built.
This is, your-
yeah,
She
yep.
has it cut already.
you need like a 6x6.
Like, we're still renovating
think.
the house. We didn't even
Oh,
stick a shovel
I
around
took
the
the
barn.
fabric out of my
Okay.
So the
kit.
barn's gonna
Yeah.
have like an art room.
Okay.
and-
Two 6x6 pieces, and you're gonna need
to be able to
SF
store
101
about
just on one or both?
both.
75
It's a both.
cars.
Oh, okay, that's
So it's
good,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
big
Yeah.
barn, yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
big.
There should be get your kit part out
It's,
that says,
multi-level.
Okay,
it says
But it's like 90,
jar wrap.
like 96 by 96.
And it comes
give or
with
take. And
foam,
square foot,
batting,
I think it's
the material.
it's like 24,000 square foot.
wow,
something
okay,
like that.
that's what we need.
I know, right? That's what we're telling her.
Yeah,
We need to get
we need a
bigger.
Rite Aid. We need a Rite Aid.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Where did I put
Or
that?
Joanne Fabric.
something. Oh my gosh.
I really
Oh,
think
yeah,
I put my one piece
Yeah, they,
the wrong side up
Everybody's pretty reasonable right now.
on the back, so it doesn't matter. It's on the back.
Yeah, Bridgeville.
Like that's where I had my hobby shop was there.
Oh, was it?
So once you have that all trimmed,
$1,500 a month. Back then, but it was a month. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
did
had
it
to get
right.
out if they had
Sure,
it.
I thought for sure I
They
did the wrong thing on
tried to raise
them,
the rent
but
to 10
I did it
grand.
right.
Oh my gosh,
And I'm
right?
like, and I said, I'm done.
It's cute for a little jar.
Sold off everything. And
yeah,
I was working in New York at that point.
Yeah.
So it becomes a headache when you're not
Mhm.
there to run things. You know?
we've always carried the baby lock, and then we had a brother, now Bernina.
Yeah.
And they have some,
I was telling him about the 90s.
Kaylee, right?
and they
Kaylee.
have some bigger machines, like some bigger quilting machines and stuff. You just
That's
need
pretty
to-
close.
And it's
Yeah.
hard to sell them if you don't have it set up. So
Yeah.
Well,
we really need, we need like 20.
I would get a little closer right down there.
You guys are expanded though.
This is the first time Kaylee's ever done this kind of work.
Ready to take a back
So
seat a little
she's
bit.
doing pretty darn good.
She'll never take it back.
68.
But you've sewn before, so
Is she?
She'll never
She's
take a
saying
back
that.
seat, but
She's been saying that for 10
I
years.
just want her to do the stuff she wants to do,
Then
the fun stuff.
go ahead and put it up there and do the next stitch,
Well, this
everything.
is like a whole new thing though. this
which is
production.
the placement line.
Like that's kind of like breathing more new life.
It's
into
going to
this.
go all the way around the
That's
outside
80% of our
edge.
business is out of state now.
Yeah, see?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it used to be
Okay.
just
Let me
store
Walk-ins.
check one thing real quick on this side.
Fantastic.
Is that far enough over? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw that and I thought, oh, I hope it's far enough
I
over.
want to stay home now.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Got it just a bit, but it's alright.
Yeah. That's what they're doing.
That's our house.
Yeah,
Got angels on the front of the house.
okay,
And it's like, oh, we're gonna call it Angels Landing.
that's perfect, yeah.
That's so cool.
Okay, now you're going to take one of those pieces that have the SF101 and place that on top of here. That one of those.
Oh, that's nice. Where you trim out the.
See, it has that backing on it. And then you just center it on this,
That it's gonna dry yet, but it will.
Oh, really?
and then it's gonna,
The stabilizer that you
you
use.
just make sure it's centered on there.
Oh, cool.
And
And the shiny
So
side goes
washed,
on
it
the
just
wrong.
washes
go ahead and
out,
stitch.
But it stabilizes the threads until you.
Okay.
And you can, give it a little
Right there.
Oh, it's
hold.
That is cute. I know, right? I love it. I know, so cute, so cute. They're just cute little things. You know, Kimberbell's known for their cute and stuff, so we make it. Oh, she'll be so happy.
And this is one where you do not trim it at all until almost the very end. It's the next to the last step. The only thing I want to do when this stops is give that presser foot a little,
Shut up. It's not too late.
Nah, it's all
You just pop it out and break it off.
right.
Tightening it more?
yeah, just, once it stops, we'll just tighten it. So after this step,
Too late. You can always rate it back here.
and I like how they tell you, do not trim the fabric, and they make sure it's in yellow so you know.
Fantastic. Yep.
This one is very interesting. I forgot about this move. Let me just give it an extra.
The screen that they do, we sell like colored screens.
I have a hard time doing this one.
Neat.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool, you know? But like I said, the one customer, well, she's a.
Don't be showing what I'm doing.
She does it on this big window screen for everyone.
Ah.
And she changes the bobbin thread so you can
Okay.
see it both
All right,
inside
the
and out.
next step is
She just did a Halloween
you'll
one,
wanna
but
get a
she's doing
green
Christmas
out.
one.
Oh, cool. Should ever come and do a class.
because the next thing is
She
going to
will.
be the
She works
leaves.
for our events. Like we're just
Okay.
starting to do, we do
And I will
events at
get
the
you a
Crown
piece of
Plaza there by
felt.
the village.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just
do
did one
that.
this spring. We did one last fall, and we're doing one again the end of October.
Okay.
And she works
So
and
you're going to
helps
want
out too.
Oh, nice.
a green, either a light or a dark
That
green,
printer
to do this part right
that
here.
prints the
Yes, artwork.
fabric is in Steve's office
Because
there.
it's,
You gotta
it's
check
going to do a
that out.
placement line, then you're going to do it, and
But
it's just this teeny
I
tiny
still
thing
have
that you're
my
going to
printer from
trim.
my dad. It's
So
an
she's
HP.
giving you two
Thing
different
is
colors that you
still
can
going.
pick
And I
from.
said it was a big one, but when it goes, I'm getting one of those for sure.
Go right here and take
Cute,
it.
cute. Okay, so it'll dry,
Awesome.
and then you'll be
Look
able
at
to take it
Cute.
home.
Thank
She's good. This is the printer, Mike, the Remoto.
Okay. You can go ahead and switch out whatever color. This is the felt that you're going to be. Okay. The darker one? That's fine. That's what I used on that one, was a darker one. Then use it. Use that one. Yeah. And how's it going over here, girls?
Good. Wash away.
Oh, yep, you need some wash away. Which is right here for you. Kathy must have brought it over before. Now wait before you trim. Okay, you're good. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, because
I read the directions.
Am I doing this right?
yep.
No.
No, you're not. We just need more room to do this stuff in. Okay, we're gonna do this. Sorry, Sharon. I wasn't talking before, I think.
she's doing the little label.
Okay, so I always match that little triangle up there with the triangle that's up there. And this is very loose. So we're gonna tighten that up. And the first thing you're gonna do is the placement line for the batting. Okay? Is that up in your screen? Okay. Did you girls rinse your strips? No. Where do I do that? You can do it in the bathroom. I guess I could actually go ahead and do it because you have to rinse it anyway. Yeah. Okay. It didn't do anything more, right? Okay. So now it's going to do the placement line for, yeah. We don't have anything showing in the picture. Do we move this over? Yep, I was. We should move this over.
Okay.
That's okay. You were busy. Okay, what she did was she did the placement lines for a set of the leaves. Flipping. No wonder they couldn't hear me.
Okay, and I saved them in your machine.
Okay.
So there's that one.
So they show you, I don't know why it shows like that. So now you're going to place just one on top of here.
And one on here as well.
Yep, just like that. And you just make sure it stays there and go ahead and do your tack down.
What about the bobbin in this one?
You do not need to change the bobbin in this one until you do the final.
So it can be white?
Yep, white's
Okay,
fine.
Let's put a white bobbin in until you do your final satin stitch. This satin stitch will be the young one, which means the bobbin. This main one, but that's at the end.
Yep. Did it? Yep, it did. Okay. So once it does this, then you're going to trim those. And they are very tiny to trim.
That's a cute project.
It is.
Especially for anybody that doesn't. But even if you don't do candy,
I think they just like,
brownie mix and stuff.
don't you think that, whoops, sorry, that they do this just to give you new techniques? Because those are so tiny. But
The
you've
raw
got,
edge applique, you just trim them and they're done.
yep.
Yeah.
And then they do a
A detail.
oh, they already did the detail, I think. Yeah, so now you're just going to trim it as close as you want to it. They just call it a raw edge applique.
In the Kimberbell world. But that's kind of
cool that that's the sign. It says California. Meanwhile, they're from Utah. They use the word California blue. I don't know why they just don't put like Utah blue or Kimberbell blue or something.
Somebody must have liked California blue. And this will be the next one that we use for an applique. And we're only going to use like a little piece like this.
This color. Mary Lou, what color do they put in? It says deep rose. Is it just the...
It's basically, it doesn't matter what you put there because it's going to be covered over.
Okay, so these are still white. This means white. We're going to do bow saw and batting. So you're fine.
And
no, I put white in.
either white or a tan or something because you want to be able to see
That oatmeal
when
is
you're
perfect.
trimming, you know.
Too cute.
They are very cute. I want to look at the other designs that they have for the rest of the seasons.
Yeah, they're cute ones. And then, of course, the bonus, too.
Mm-hmm.
I have to call her the other bonus.
Is this close enough? Or
Yes,
close
Karen,
enough?
they are.
Oh, it just depends on what you want, hon. You saw
Okay,
the...
so are they hearing well now? Okay. You guys hearing okay?
Okay. And then the next one's going to be gold.
Gold, okay.
So I think you'll want a gold or a brown with that one.
Yes, the batting.
You want the gold?
Yes. I think it's pretty.
Okay.
Project batting, tack it down. Trim
But
it.
with this one, I think they actually do a... no, it's the other one. Never mind.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, it needs to face out. It needs to be.
It is going
I
to be
think I
out.
just used the gold the whole time for that one.
No, that's the top. See, you're fine. This is your quilting.
Got it.
You're fine. Right? It's
Well,
right side up, the quilting.
Yeah.
Yep,
So I did focus.
you were fine.
But you know what? If you have it's the back and the front look pretty darn close.
Yeah, but hers is in a creamy color.
Okay, roll.
Then you're going to trim
need
that
to-
batting. That much I know.
That's the only trimming of that part of it until the very end. So you do that, but it's interesting how they set it up. So you've got that. And now you'll do a placement for the one gold leaf.
So can you put in the Hello Pumpkin Event kit? And I'll talk about that for a few minutes. Okay. So item 100 is going to be our Hello Pumpkin event. So that is this particular one-day event that comes with everything to make all of these designs. And you know how they pack them in there with the fabrics, with the bow saw, the ribbons, again, the USB stick, you get the tape,
And you just
get
need
the
a corner
directions
of it.
printed. So
Yeah,
I still
just
have
like
a
a
few
little
of these
chunk.
left. So if you want to
Okay.
jump in on this, you can watch this video at any time. And I know Kim has put some on also of each of the projects. And this is item 100. And there's Prime Day.
Oh.
Now, Prime Day, okay, Prime Day out in the real world of Amazon is crazy. So Stephen has put a Prime Day on our things. But I'm not sure this one-day event is included.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
Not the one-day event. It can't be. But everything else in Kimberbell world is. Yeah.
Okay. Now you trim that out.
Yeah. So
then
that
it'll
is
go back
item
and do it.
100. And then we're going to go back and finish up this little mason jar cover.
I was just looking. 'Cause
And then that's pretty much the it. And then
almost
we'll
looks
sell
like
the rest
something
of the
was
stuff.
happening, but it's good.
Wash away topping.
Right here, my lady. All cut, ready for you to go.
Carol, don't get too far ahead of me.
You guys are doing great. Sharon, you get the bonus when you buy the Kimberbell Fall Event, which is item 100, and then you spend an additional $100 on Kimberbell product, which we all do. So that bonus is free if you do that. Fun stuff. Fun
It's
stuff.
raw edge applique, so you can trim it as close or as far away as you want. just
Okay.
depending on how you want it to
And
look.
it just leaves like that vintagey look.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of steps in this particular one with the toppers and all the bow saws and all the things. So you just have to really follow the directions on this
Right,
one.
and with the leaves, they have one felt, one fabric, and one embroidery.
Filled
Yep,
All right, why is that?
total embroidery.
because your
so
hoops not in.
I'm good. Yeah, see, I look at my error.
There,
And
see?
it tells me,
This
see?
is, yeah, this is a great machine too. This
Yeah.
is a really good price, this machine. I don't know, but I think it's sold. But I was like, what?
So now I go back in.
now you'll go back in, and I do believe that's there. It's going to do like a little fill, like the veins of the leaf.
Okay, Diane's asking what the bonus is. Here is the bonus. You'll get this if you buy the fall event and you spend the extra money, which we know you guys all do on stabilizers and other items. This is a free 6 designs that have Christmas poinsettias for your mason jars and your screens. It has Valentine's Day little hearts,
You don't have
and then
to
it
take
has
it off
spring
now.
flowers. And there's all
This is the
kinds
one I
of
used.
believe, loved,
Couldn't do another
hello,
leaf, but
all
it's up
kind
to
of
you.
fonts on here. It's just a really, really cute one to make the
Yep,
little
whatever you want. It's gonna
screen
be that one
and
right
the
there.
mason jar covers. Very, very cute stuff. And your stick alone for the fall event has extras on it. We just do event day, which is only these smaller ones. There's 8x12s on there, and there's other wordage on there. There's all kind of good things on there. Now it's going to do a little tack down, and that's going to be a placement stitch for your ribbon.
Okay, do I need to wash it first?
Hmm.
Like to get the back off?
No, because you're going to wash this whole thing at the end, so it'll come off then. We just decided that.
Oh, well.
Because we were trying to get it to dry, and why put something wet, and then, after they thought about it.
And I'm sitting there trying to iron it dry,
Yes, so fun.
and it's raining outside.
Then we just down and go.
Jennifer,
Yes,
I
you may.
believe you're probably going to have to wait till tomorrow to enter the bonus code. I'm not sure why it's not working. I'm going to give Kimberbell a call after we're done today and see. But the digital files just released today for the Hello Pumpkin event, so I'm pretty sure the bonus will be following probably tomorrow. Yes, we love our spool caps.
It is sometimes, you're hurrying up, but they work better with the spool caps.
Oh, yes,
try
they
to
do.
remember
Everything
them.
does. That's why we have all these great tools because,
Yeah.
guys have their tools, we have ours. They're gadgets.
And sometimes we don't know where we put them.
Yeah. Well, it's the same with the guys. They lose their tools too.
Yes, they do.
Oh my gosh, my husband says to me, I can't find anything in that workshop. I'm
Like you do it.
I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, who is this baby? Shut up.
This is Sinead.
Oh my gosh. So cute.
Very smiley.
Aw.
He might. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, Aaron's gonna love that. That's so cute. Oh, is she cute? Oh.
Yes.
Let me go get you some pink and blues because you're gonna do one of each, right? I'll be right back. I'll get something for the back pink and something for the back blue.
Kathy's going. Guys are moving right along.
What is the background?
It's this one. This is the background fabric. with the SF 101 or whatever you put in there. I know I saw a.
Do I change this one again now?
Let's see what you're on next. Okay, you're going to do the orange fabric next.
Okay.
Okay, so that's this one right here.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's going to do a placement line. Let me give it a press. And you can, there might be an orange, there might be a darker color, whatever you want to use for that. I think I use sort of the, like a burnt orange.
Oh, burnt.
Here it is. There's, is that a good one?
Yeah.
I just want to, I don't know why it looks like it's not, but it's okay.
So.
Oh, you could have left it on there.
Oh, that's true. I have to do that.
Yeah, because all you need to do on this one is change the thread color. And it's going to do a placement line for it. Well, like I said, I ended up with these on either side, and I managed to be careful the whole time and not get it caught. But I don't want to let you do the same thing and get it caught.
Am I doing okay? Here?
Yep, you're fine. Now it's going to do a tack down line for the ribbon.
Okay, is this straight enough?
Right
Maybe a
there.
little bit.
Okay. And it'll stitch it down. I think it does. It goes back and up and down. Did you do that? Yep, do it. Do the placement line. Oh no, stop. Stop, 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 stop.
It's alright. Orange leaves are fine. It's fun. Be a little different.
I guess I jumped too far. Well, look, you know,
Yeah, it's the thing that
it's. Do you want the white in there? You can put white in and just take that out now, and just go over it.
It's fine.
Okay.
I think it's
I messed that up for her. Go ahead.
I think it is. What did he say earlier? It's, it stands out. It's
Yep.
contrast to it.
We like to do different things.
Wash away top. Is that this?
Yep. Here's a piece that'll cover it. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness.
With blues and pinks, whatever he wants.
Stop it. Oh my gosh, is that cute? Wait, can we show that?
Huh?
Can we show it on our show? This picture or no?
Oh, it's a live show. It's fine. Don't tell them who it is.
Look. I'm not saying anything, but look how cute.
That's a cute picture.
Very cute picture. Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Any of those
Mer-
good?
Yeah, yeah. You want to do this one, that one? Okay, I'll make
Next
this
to
one
next
real
food
quick.
next, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright.
There's a machine here.
Okay, now this one is the placement line for the outside of the pumpkin. I apologize for that. Now you're going to place that on top. You can just lay it on top. You don't have to pull it out, I don't think, at all. You can pull it down a little bit. You don't, because it's just going to go on what you saw stitched. So go ahead. And you've got two pieces of it, so. Then you will trim this.
Do that shape.
And the only thing I do is sometimes if it starts to, no. Okay. Now you're going to trim that. And you're going to use the foam that came in that kit. There it is. And you're going to put that in the center. You can if you want. It's up to you. Or, you know, you don't have to, like top and bottom, just so it doesn't move. Kathy and I tend to use, just hold it in place when we need it.
Well, you're experts.
And I'm forgetting that you two are newbies at this. But that's, and it'll do a tack down for it, and then you're going to trim that. And get it pretty close.
Yeah, I'll do the round first.
Yeah, that's okay, however it works for you. Now, I have told her not to do it on her lap or hand because it can pop. But she's been doing good, so. It's nice if you have like a little L shape that you can swing around.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd definitely be nice.
So you okay over there, Carol?
Yeah, there wasn't any felt in the jar wrap, and I threw the felt from the first one away, so I had to dig it out of the garbage. I'm doing the placement line for the oak leaves. And they're supposed to, okay, that's cool.
Yep. We have some extra little pieces here and there. Right here. Here's a couple little pieces for you for when that time comes.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
As you move back and forth. Yep, the inside gets done. It's okay. And we might be able to use this for the centerpiece,
Yeah.
even though we have another piece going. But
Yeah, why not see?
Thank you. Just put that one right there. Sure. Just so they can decide which one they want.
you're doing okay.
Do you want it? Here, let's spot this.
Oh, do I?
So,
We're just-
Tiffany, we're making these cute little acorns.
Cute.
And there's bigger ones.
And we're trimming. Yep, we're trimming.
For mason jars, when you do the jar
Get it
canning,
closer.
we remove the ribbon, right? And then we made.
I'm thinking you're going to be okay once you come around that bend.
Because we're talking about. I mean, what do you do with it? I mean, it's cool. It's just a decoration.
Does it?
Okay. And then it's going to have you do. Did you do your SF 101 and all that on yours?
Yes.
Okay. That'll probably be
Haven't cut
the.
them into yet, but
Okay. I'll go cut them for you. Let me give that a quick cut. Just like that. I'm getting there. And just throw it on top. I know.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
that's it?
Mm-hmm. And the only thing, you might have to just, if you're not taping, Just watch it. You don't have to, but just watch it around. Okay, let it go ahead and start. But we just sort of give it a guide so it doesn't bubble up. For a minute I thought I was wrong, but I was right.
That's good. That'd be a lot of stitches to
Undo.
undo.
Yeah, then I would have been the one to undo them for you.
That is my greatest skill, though. Undoing the stitches.
Well, good.
Somebody else will have to. So then,
You know what I
Have
did?
your applique. The
Turn the
next step,
page.
You'll do a placement stitch, and then you'll do a.
Okay, I did it a little backwards, so go. This was the placement line.
okay, so you just do it again.
I already
Yeah.
have yellow, so I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I think it's just a
Because I'm.
This
As you
is
see,
doing
it's
a
going to be up a
decorative
little.
stitch
Oh, exactly.
around. Okay. then
It's pretty
gonna be
much
your
on the same. It's fine.
next.
Okay, but it's better to have that extra because I usually go around twice.
There it is on it. I was like, placement. It's doing a decorative stitch first.
Yeah, and then you'll switch to the blue. Well, not blue. Whatever color you call that.
Off-white.
Oops, sorry. In the way. And this is what Kathy and I like to call the flower stitch. Because it's a, yeah. Because sometimes you'll have a satin stitch and sometimes you'll have something like this. And it just finishes it up.
Okay, Judy, you'll actually get the card in the mail with your order, and there's a code in there. Everybody has their own code.
You know what, can I sit down for a minute?
Of course.
Because something, Kathy,
Yes. Oh, that looks like the bobbin.
does that look right?
Looks like the bobbin thread.
That's what I
would
thought.
Just reset the bobbin maybe.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking it was, but I thought I just want to get a second opinion. Once in a while you have something that doesn't, we're going to do that stitch over again.
All right.
Just to,
There we go.
okay, so do you know how to back up?
You
go here,
Here, there's
hit that one.
greens, light greens.
And take that back one.
Darker greens here.
Oh, no,
Whichever green you want.
No, I think it's this one right here.
it is right.
Do you click OK then?
Yeah,
Don't worry about this.
sorry,
There's other ones
my
in
brain's
your-
not working right, Bub.
It's all right.
If
Let's see
not,
how
I
that
have
does.
some.
Because you want it to look,
I have other ones here. Hold on.
oh, much better. Okay. See, and look what you already learned.
Here you go, babe. They bounce.
That's much better.
They're just crazy. I know. No worries. How you doing?
We're doing
Good,
good.
good. They're making a little
We
stitching
just
on
had a
screen.
little issue with the bobbin thread.
These little
and
cute,
now it's
acorns.
corrected.
Yeah, and they come in different sizes. You can even make you can make this one a trivet. Put some batting and Embroidery in there, and then we're
Then once
making
it does this, then we'll
these
switch
are
the thread
once we
color.
rinse the stabilizer off. These wrap around mason jars, and they just decorate a mason jar, and we even quilted the ribbon. I know. Detail. Now she did her quilting in
how
a
you're
lighter
doing.
thread, so you can it pops it. But you could do tone on tone too.
And these are all Kimberbell?
Yep, this is called the Hello Pumpkin
So I think
event.
you're at your green now?
Yes. Do I have to
Gloria did
change
those
what's
in
on
IQ
bottom?
Designer. Yes.
No.
Yes,
The only
absolutely.
time you have to worry about the bobbin on this design is
Okay,
when
we can
you're
go
at the
this way.
final where we do the satin stitch all the way around. And that's after we do trimming. So now you're going to do the tack down for that.
Oh, she's so cute. Aren't these fun? Aren't these fun? These like little gifts
They're
and
very
pillows?
cute.
Is that for Aaron or is it for Grandma and Grandpa? Yeah, I'll have to,
for Aaron.
yes, you'll have to make one for Grandma and Grandpa.
It's all for Aaron.
Oh yeah, she'll love it. She'll have a blast.
You'll be buying a printer.
I know.
Oh, want me to do this one while you do that one? I gotcha.
Do it too. Whatever want
Yes,
to
you
do.
could.
Pick
You-
a side.
There you go. There you go. You can do it.
It's the same.
You got it, yeah. You got people for this.
We're looking at them.
That's good.
So I have to do, right?
Yep, and then it's, we'll tap them down. And then they raw edge applique, so you just would trim them and leave it, and then I'll do the detailing side. Yep.
You know, down feathers.
Of course I did. Steve is no Lizar.
You're doing good.
And
So you're
go
getting
again
a little bit of all techniques between
for
applique,
the outline.
quilting, and.
You haven't done the outline yet, right?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm out.
So you have to do that, and then you're going to use the blue.
Yeah, and put it over. And
Right there, honey's good, thank you.
What's the matter?
It moved.
Oh,
I was telling it to stop, but it didn't.
It's fine.
Locations like that?
It's fine.
that's
Yeah,
you know, just sometimes when you get started, you just sort of hold it in place, and it should hit the,
Hit start.
Yep. and it should be fine then. You might have to trim a thread, but you should be good. Yep, you should be fine.
I messed up. Forget somehow.
Did it not go?
Bobby's not retired yet. He's in Tennessee working. But he'll be retired probably by next year. So it works for me right now. That's why all young ones in here.
Do back, down, catch your, yep, you should be okay there.
Like young
Okay,
college type. No.
you're looking.
Do we have a full-time
I
name?
thought you did, yeah.
Well, we need fillers.
Right, for when they, yeah.
Yeah, you just hit the wrong button, so.
Kaylee's a big help.
I'm sure she is.
She's only here for another
how do I
month
get back to
about.
the beginning
I'm sure.
section area?
This is where we did it
same as
before,
well.
remember?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you're at the beginning now.
Yeah.
There we go.
She's doing her turquoise now.
Yes, she is.
That's Miss Carol.
We're moving along.
So did Johnny. He did this too. Yeah. I know.
And these are all the same. You're just gonna place this on top. It'll tack it down. You trim it, and then it'll do the decorative stitch.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm enjoying watching Kaylee here.
Okay, perfect.
You can sit.
Multitasking.
We do a lot of that.
So yeah, we're now putting this down and we're good.
Yep. You're good. Now, Kimberbell does give us in the thing the exact size to cut those, but we just typically throw them on top and
Do we have the instructor kit anywhere? I mean, the stick.
it was right in here somewhere. Let me see if I put it in my pocket.
How's it going over there?
Fast loaded something on my machine, I think, here.
Go in the grunt one.
It was over here. Not in. Did I take it out of yours? I guess I did.
Yes.
We'll find it.
Of course we will.
Haley's sticks, the one she put it on her stick, so when she takes it out, she can do this.
And then while that one is finishing, we'll cut these
Oh, okay.
to size and show you how to do it.
Maple leaf. Wait, you don't.
It'll do.
No, you have to do
It's going to do
placement line.
placement line first. And you just decide what color you want for that one. Do you want gold for the maple leaf? Do you want a burnt orange?
Orange would be nice.
This is sort of a burnt orange. 838.
Do I need to exchange the top color?
Just the top color only.
Mary Lou,
Yes,
am I
dear.
supposed to use the turquoise fabric for these leaves here?
No, this is for the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Those are
but-
actually embroidered. Just stitches.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yep, those are stitches.
So I need a aqua.
I'll find it.
We have one right here. Well, it looks like we've got a couple different colors. There you go. If you like either of these.
Yeah,
One's a little darker, one's a little lighter. We're just moving right along. Oh, I forgot to look.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay. Slowly but surely learning the trim. Look at that one.
That's pretty good, right?
Yep.
I think it's too much, see?
I'm trying to see her reaction when she sees herself.
Maybe it's a little bit.
Too much?
I don't know. What do you think? Too much? I think like it just needs a little bit out of there. What do you think?
Depends how you want to have it. I think.
Depends on what the kids are going to do with it.
Yeah,
You
pillow
know?
face.
Yeah. That's cute
Not
though.
bad.
Whoa.
Just throwing you at you in pillow fight.
Here. Well, you could ask Steve too. He's done one. And she'll do it. This one gets again, another flower design or whatever to finish it. Okay.
Stuff like quick.
Oh, I mean. How's that?
Thank you.
Sometimes the little scraps come off easily and sometimes not, and that's why those come in real handy to clean it up a little bit. Okay?
Which is the next?
Now it's going to go around with a little
So
finishing.
it still be this color. It's still
Yeah,
good?
still that color.
Okay.
Then you're going to go back to the burnt orange or whatever color that
Okay. For
I'm going to call it for the center.
yeah.
Then it does a stem.
Okay. For like brown.
Yep. We have it.
Do you want to go over any of the stabilizers we need for this project?
Well, I could tell you what we need, and you're going to have them, or Kathy can. 'Cause Kathy's better at it than me. Oh,
That's our instructor. This is
Okay.
yours all loaded.
Thank you.
do we want to go over this, what they need as far as, basically, it's wash away, sticky back wash away, and topper. We don't really use any anything else but those.
That's all for the event for these ones. Yes, for sure. Okay.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
what else was I thinking we needed? Oh yeah, because
It's this,
So you're
right?
giving them the big one.
now it's going to be the center, which is orange. But usually when it's that type of thing, you can really use anything for your placement line.
Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna really see.
Yep, it's not going to show, but just make sure what you want to make sure is that you're engaging it when you go back, that it goes back. Okay, because this one
Hey there, how are you?
up over that, down into that.
Sure, love it.
Okay. We'll put that there in case you need it again. So now she's going to do the placement line for the center of the pumpkin. And I'm just going to double check.
Shop hop, and we made the Pittsburgh Bridge.
Because they give you the flexi foam, but if you make any more, you're going to need to buy flexi foam.
Yeah.
And you had to treat that foam and peel that paper.
Sticky back wash away.
He wants this now, right?
Yep. And you have another piece, but that's going to be plenty to go down the center.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was very cool.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I remember. You would probably find that.
That's a sticky back wash away.
But it was neat. It was very neat. And now
That one will get trimmed.
I think they use like the ink.
Did I trim it right?
Mm-hmm.
everybody asks that. I know everybody's like, why can't we buy the ink again?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
and really that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good bit.
Then you trim that.
Oh, really? Oh, that's not bad.
But I know you would think that we'd be able to buy this
Yeah.
paper, well, which we can in sheets for your regular HP printers,
Yeah.
inkjet printers.
Yeah.
But this
Sometimes,
one is
I'll give you my thought on this. Sometimes I get a better trim if I hold on to this and get close instead of going twice.
everything's
Okay,
wireless,
but
like you
turn
send
turn
that
your
to
shears the other way.
I think he uses phone.
Yep, and then get it close,
I know.
as close as you can. That's better. But it seems to,
So now I have to go back to the.
yep,
Okay, so here's
yep,
your
that looks good right there.
And you can either go back a whole step, which is probably what you want
You're
to do.
doing
You're
good.
starting this all over. So hit that back arrow, and that starts that particular frame over again. That way you
So-
can either do it in stitches or the whole frame.
So basically, Kimberbell gave us the extra
For these
ribbons and everything to do more. So,
bonuses.
yep, which is nice.
Some, the red velveteen is beautiful for the poinsettia one,
Yep.
and
The
the pink,
pink
for the hearts, and then
and the green.
for the spring.
So they give you, basically, they give you some extra bonuses in this
in your
kit.
Mhm.
And then you just need to supply. If you want to do the more frames with the
Right, we sell those separate too. The
Yep.
oval frames come separate, and the screen.
The screen.
By a 5 and
Yep.
they're all nice bright colors. Yep. I've had ladies buy the prime screen at Home Depot. And use stitches on it.
do the
But this is the screen that Kimberbell sells. It's like they
But
call
look.
it mesh.
Look how nice that looks.
Matches with the ribbons. So you can
So
make
you could
any
do-
labels for any of your mason jars and stuff.
Yep.
It's very cute.
very cute. And they gave you enough of the polka dot fabric to do at least another
Oh, okay.
thing like that. So it's gone along.
At Papa Turboids. I think it was Here it is. Just for credit.
Looking good. And these are all pieces that you can use again, which is nice.
What is the nice? What is the
Back a couple stitches. No, just do that one.
Next applique.
Yeah, that's the.
Well, the next thing is going to be probably, that's why the book is good. We will see what the next piece is. I have a feeling it's going to be the stem.
So then you just want to go back like 10.
Yep.
Minus 10.
The stem is the
Yeah,
next one with the
you're
little,
fine. And then you just go, press put down and go.
yes, to
You
a
can hit that OK button. It'll show you
A brown
what's
or
coming up,
something?
But it'll also show whenever you don't.
tendril. That's what it's called. Tendril, right?
Yeah.
So they do this, and this is the next one. Then they're going to go around and put little flowers or something, and berries, sprigs. That's what they call the other one.
me check this out here. No. No, I think, well, we need a gray spool cap in here. That would help. And these close. If this closes, that helps it a little bit too. I don't know, probably right here. That helps. I mean, this is all stuff that just helps it. And then I'm going to check
Okay,
your
what
foot
else do
again.
we have
You're
going?
good. That doesn't look right.
What
That's
else?
definitely not sewing right. Let's just do this.
Is there anything else we can sell right now while this is going on? I don't know.
Did some nesting. We'll just redo it.
Okay.
I always reset the bobbin when I'm doing something like this because for some reason, sure enough, you're going to have to do it anyway. So I just got in the habit of hitting the reset the bobbin button. Okay, now let's rethread this.
That does a really nice job of that right there.
That just happened.
It's fast.
Let's see where we're at with that one now.
It takes so long.
What I've done by hand is cross stitch.
That's what we like to do.
I like to cross stitch. But I know my aunts did the hand embroidery. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, for the inside detail. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo.
Now it's going to do I think, the tendril.
No, it's not. I wonder if it's the needle, maybe?
I think it might go back again. I don't know.
Do you have a screwdriver, my lady?
No, it should be over on the table here.
Okay. So then your next,
I tried
next
to give
is the little
everybody
berries.
one.
And I
know.
used the same
That's what
color I
thank
used
you,
on
honey.
this around that.
Yeah, that makes it.
And then I
I
trimmed,
try to give
when I did
everybody
the trimming
one. But
of the whole thing, then I went to
they
the
disappear throughout the day.
sort of rust color. But again, it's whatever you guys want to do.
Okay, now what's up with you here? Okay, honey doll. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's back up some more. See where this was going. Because we're going through so many layers and we use sticky stabilizer. I mean, they tell you to change your needle like every 8 projects, but
over here?
we're going through a lot. It might have been that. Should have reset the bobbin like I told you to, but I
Reset
didn't.
bobbin button on the radius.
It seems to be. Okay. Yep.
You got it. Did you see this as a feature? Because the hoop for this machine is 11.5 by 18. So this is a
Okay.
little tray now that kind of helps your hoop.
This tool by OESD, perfect. It's called the Perfect Punch, isn't it?
Yep.
And it comes with different size holes. It's a perfect thing for doing these. I just have to get it right back the right way.
So this outside, this is a piece of material that covered the whole thing.
Just that.
You'd think I didn't have one, and I have this at home.
Yeah, you put the whole pumpkin in it.
These come with a little eyelet, and the best way to do it is just to.
This is like layered.
And sometimes you have to go. Well, they're just coming out. Sometimes you have to do it twice,
Come right on. She knows. She knows.
and there's your perfect hole.
I've done this before, Kayla.
You can see that in there.
Not applique or embroidery, but you sew.
But it is just the perfect thing to get that. And it didn't cut any of the other threads. And then I can put my thing together.
Perfect age to capture
But this is going to be
a hobby.
Absolutely.
number 149, right? 149 for this. We love it.
Think about picking up grandmother. Trying to decide which one though.
I put the hole in yours.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
You're welcome.
We have to ask about this one.
What's happened there?
That's a brother with an air that
That's a
came
brother.
out for the Avenir.
Oh, yeah.
And it's kind of like
Oh, while it's doing that, you can, while you're eating, but that's okay. You're going to cut it right on this line.
So on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it sort of bothers
And
me.
with the right?
Yeah. So this is what I would do. I don't know why that bothers me because it is outside there.
This is Mike Rooney. This is John.
But-
He's our brother,
How you doing?
salesman guy. He's the one that made the clothes.
Yeah, so very impressive.
Yes.
I'm going to do this
That particular machine
and just go like this so we know.
it has your spirit app, which will explain to you. Like
Okay. Now you can go around and just cut on that line.
Okay, on that line. Okay.
Yeah, just don't cut this one.
Yeah,
Avenir.
replacement.
Just cut on that line all the way around.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And if we mess it up, I'm dead.
What about any Solarises or Solaris 2s?
Just on that outside
Yeah, you
line.
have to talk to Lori about that one. Do you have any?
Luminaires usually go faster. I like the brothers a little bit better because they work with this app called
Do you need a smaller pair of scissors? Would you like a smaller one?
That might be
Okay.
easier.
Let me look and see what I can find.
Yep, now you're doing a, oh, okay. You're doing the placement stitch for your orange fabric. Come on.
new designs, so it's paid and free.
Yeah.
And they have a premium version of the app, which is like $12.99 a month. I wonder
Well, here we go. How's this pair?
That'd be so much better.
Okay. Right now, Kaylee's cutting out around her acorn. I keep calling this pumpkin because of that,
Yeah.
but those are acorns. And let's see. Oh,
So no shape flex or anything on any of these.
no shape flex on anything. And in your kits, in case you didn't pay attention, this is the stuffing
For your acorns.
for your acorns. It's,
Okay, I think
um,
you're pretty good. We'll see. Look at Carol's. How perfect.
They work together.
get that?
Next is
Doesn't scan, but you can scan this.
Okay, the next thing you're going to do, go ahead and put the, if you want this one in, because now you're going to put the backing on it.
backing. Oh, okay.
What do you think?
For grandma?
Yeah.
What is it?
So you could teach her, like this machine over here.
Yeah, but you need something that'd be something that she could get used to. That can, if she wanted to, she could just like figure out if she forgot. That might be a better idea for her.
Yeah. But she's
Just because she's very busy. My grandfather's not in
Well,
good
that's
health,
it.
so she won't have a ton of time.
Yeah.
So
Right.
maybe she could probably learn and then.
So there's opportunity to get some like that now because
you
it's kind of like an open box.
I'm sure she would love
That's
it.
exactly how it is.
She's never really embroidered before.
Well, maybe you learn on it. Teach her.
They make that they're user-friendly. Educational. app where you connect your machines at, but they make it very user friendly. So.
Oh, we're really
Without
close.
the app too.
Oh yeah,
the
for sure.
end.
Oh yeah, you can use it with the app. Yeah.
And it's funny, we don't mess with any of this until
Well, this is where,
we do all the trimming after we put the backing on.
you know, like I always wanted to get her a machine.
Mhm.
But it's
Okay.
just the learning curve I was worried about.
Up
But
over
not
top.
really.
Right,
you
that's
got
it. These
it.
Like,
kids
bring her
catch
in
right
for-
on.
Like, is another class coming up in the next couple weeks or something? Or
We've got classes all the time
Got it?
happening. You know.
maybe she works on that machine
Mhm.
and learns it.
Now
Right.
you're going to take that out of the machine.
Perfect.
And then they take it with them.
Perfect. I mean,
Take
that's
it
just
out.
a heck of a deal.
And like,
I know.
And this is going to go on the back. And you're going to cover that over. And you're going to tape, either tape across and just make sure you, yep.
You can buy these kits, right? Like these.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, okay, put it, oh, the other thing we need to do, you don't need to do it now, but we will, we need the bobbin to match. So, I happen to have one of those bobbins. This will just make it easier to see when you're trimming the back.
That's the new one.
yeah, that's the new one. So
Well,
the hoop size is bigger.
There.
They have some more features.
So now you go ahead and,
So the hoop size on that one is 25/8 by 60. So
and the only thing I like to double check since we only put 2 pieces of, is to make sure it's, okay, you're good.
So,
Go ahead and,
get back here.
good, you caught it. Okay.
And
You don't have the, it'll yell at you.
yeah, I was like,
Okay.
why is it red?
Yep.
Okay.
When it's red, you know that there's something wrong.
Yeah, I'm calling you up for something.
Yep. So then your next step will be to stuff your acorn.
Okay. You're here, right?
Yep. Just through here. They tell you to trim this away if you know, or cut that away, but I just let it go. I stuff it.
Okay.
And then what I did on the machine, what I did on for mine was I used a triple stitch and just did that much to seal that from there to there after I stuffed it.
Okay. Would you be able to use like steam machine?
I guess you
I
could.
know they use that sometimes for somewhere.
I think they were saying you could hand sew it. On this one, I think the machine works so well to seal that. I think when you're, especially since you're stuffing it like that,
Okay.
I think that's what I would do. Okay, so you went all the way around? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, now comes the tough part. And I do want you to do this on a flat surface. You are going to trim all the way around here.
Okay.
You want to make sure that you don't cut these ribbons on either side. You're going to cut all the way around on this side and all the way around on this side. And then the final step will be to do the satin stitch all the way around. Okay? So, find yourself, if it's better, we can put you to table, that table.
Should I use these ones or these ones? Those ones? Okay.
Yeah, because you want to get close.
All right,
Okay?
sounds good.
All right.
You may have to go get a warehouse somewhere.
You can even
Let's go and shoot.
you can even sit if you
Have
want.
your
Thank
store.
you.
How's that?
Excuse me, Mike.
Geez, I think I would have just pushed my. Well, maybe I wouldn't have. You're moving along pretty good too. Let's see what Miss. Up, we're in the same spot, both of them. You guys were keeping pace. Well, don't forget we've had more experience doing this than you have. And once you get started on, yeah, You can do it like that. You can, depending on how you, if you want to save fabric, you do like that. Okay.
Before that, it was like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like I said, in here,
Yeah,
when you look at it, you watch that. They cut the piece. Oh, that's the wrong one. Went too far back. They give you a fabric scrap, which is what, a 5x5. And they tell you need a 3x3, but you basically need a 2.5x2.5. So that's why I just use the whole piece when I'm doing mine. And then you've got more. There you go. Yep, see that look? Then you can do a couple more with that.
You do love that. You use that for that, Tommy's quilting designs.
So her
Yeah.
grandmother, that's what I'm talking to you about, that machine.
She has one more satin. Oh no, what's this one? Oh, that's the last one.
Yeah, it's the satin. Right now, I told her, I said, I want you to sit down for that because it's.
Easier to sit on a flat surface for sure.
Well, this
So-
is where I wish I had something.
She might want to put this color in to match her ribbon, but that's up to her. That's what I might do, is put in the burgundy to match my ribbon, but that's just my choice.
And I chose the other one.
But that's what they called for too.
That's true.
What are you gonna do the burgundy for?
The outside satin
You know
stitch.
why I did it? I know why I did it, because this was burgundy, and I thought, do I really want to put another
Oh.
burgundy like that?
I got you. You're right.
That's why,
And I like the brown. It looks good. Yeah,
but it would look good in burgundy too.
it sure would. Well, maybe these two girls, once you get to this little flower here, you might want to do it in a different color, but it does match your ribbon, and do your satin stitch in this color. But you can do any colors you want. You could do turquoise. My goodness. So we're going to do that final stitch with Kaylee, and then we're going to probably go offline for like 10 minutes. Then we'll come back on and do our little selling. So thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll watch her do the satin stitch around and come back on because we have really good deals. Steven is selling them, and he's selling them for Prime, Gloria Horn Prime days. 15% back there. So there's going to be some really good deals. So I know they even went down into the basement into my Kimberbell stash and got some things. So we'll watch Kaylee for a little bit, and then we'll shut off and we'll come back on 5-10 minutes later.
I really want to put this together.
Keep on going. We don't really need it.
No melody. No melody. We usually just take it out and reset it. Stephen, maybe you can answer this question. To reset the bobbin, I just take it out and put it back in. They're saying there might be a button. No, it's just taking it out and putting it back in. That means reset. Yep.
We won't sell these because
Yeah.
all the work we have.
So you guys made these things?
So someone did. Yeah. So this is like our collection. So honestly, it feels like a.
What colors are you doing, my lady?
For what?
Your little flowers.
I don't know yet. Might be burgundy.
You might be doing the burgundy, or you might be doing the turquoise. I can see you doing turquoise and orange. There's a lot of trimming with these, but it's worth it. This is our instructor kit. That's why I put this on here.
I was trying to get it through, but
I wonder if we should do like a needle point needle.
yeah.
Or you know what?
The double eye would work well, but I just want to know who over there. I'm not sure that. So whatever color, Kaylee, you decide to do the satin stitch in, you have to have a bobbin to match. Because that's what's going to be on the bottom. So that's why you want it to look like this on the bottom with the matching bobbin.
Oh, okay.
So whatever color you want, we'll make a bobbin. Okay, so now you're going to do a placement stitch for your orange middle. Sure. Okay, so what color do you want to do your satin stitch in? This is your last stitch. It'll do this and this.
And then, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You could do turquoise, you could do orange, you could do burgundy, you can do whatever color you want. Whatever color you think it'll pop.
I think a nice green would work.
Absolutely.
The one that's like that kind of color there.
Yeah, we have 962, 963. Yeah, there you go. Let me make you a bobbin in that same color because then that'll be your bottom also. I'm just making a bobbin to match the bottom of Kaylee's final stitch on her jar topper.
Oh, really?
She chose green, which is going to look absolutely beautiful with the rest of that.
Which one are you looking for?
Have this. Snips. Thank y'all.
Oh, you're doing a bottom.
Yeah, she chose the green to do her satin stitch in. That's going to be pretty.
I think it'll be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're gonna do yours in green?
Yeah, I agree. I think it would.
That set it off nice.
All right, my lady, there you go. And then here's her top thread too.
Okay. How do you feel on that? Oh, we have to thread.
That little flower stitch that it's doing right now is a Kimberbell signature stitch. They've created that, and it's kind of like a little, it just reminds me of a little tiny flower.
Yeah, the decorative stitch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gorgeous.
It is very pretty. It doesn't take as long as a satin stitch, so it kind of is on some of their projects to make it go faster. Plus, it looks vintagey. It's kind of cute. Mm-hmm. I do too.
That way. Yeah, you did that, and you're good. You did it right. She did do it right.
She caught right on. She knows. Them young'uns, they always do.
They're really good at what they do. Well, it's just like, I can remember my nephew, 3 years old, he showed me how to handle it.
It's no problem, ladies. You can rewatch this. It's not a problem. We started at 1 o'clock today because there were so many projects to do. We are actually going to be done shortly, and we're going to come back on in about 10 minutes, and we're going to sell some crazy prime deals. That's Steven. But we're going to finish these little mason jar covers up. So you haven't missed anything. You can rewatch us, no problem. What you doing here, girlfriend? I think this one's connected over here.
Walking and it was all wrapped around.
Oh, I know.
Something was wrapped around my feet.
I did that same thing in my sewing room. I was like, okay, I'm caught on a bobbin or something. I've actually gotten tripped, you know.
In there. Pretty close.
vacuum sealed.
So when you cut the top of that, see how it's puffing up? What? No, I thought, no.
Here, Mary Lou, because you guys are doing that together. That's a good thing for them to know they're on camera.
Okay. All right, right now, Kaylee's going to stuff this. Now, I don't know if you get one or two of those in there. So I would just break it apart and start stuffing to the however you want it. And then I'll show you a way to seal it. And you just, yeah, that little thing was, look at the difference in the pack. And you don't think it's going to do much, but it really puffed up nice. And I just stuff until it feels, I didn't make mine very, very full, but it could have taken more. But good. Oh, I like it with that green.
Yeah, I like how it's
Very nice. She decided to go against the establishment and do her own thing, and it looks really nice with the green. It does look good in green.
Oh, I'm
Look
sure
at
it
that.
does. These
Look at that.
strawberries, taste. Oh, it does. It just pops it, makes it different.
It's that, and she's right, that it just pops that leaf and it just looks really good. What did you use all of it?
I think
Almost.
I might use it all.
Oh, you can, well, it's yours. You can do
Is
it.
there enough for another
You
one
have a
there?
whole nother one in there.
We'll get to that.
So they may give you two. I thought they only gave you one, and I thought, how's that?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make mine too fat.
Right.
Yeah, it looks good. So then what happens is when you get to this point, let's pull it out,
Pull it over. Okay.
stuff that in there, and we can stitch it on the machine, right, not on that line, but on this line,
And then you cut that one.
and then you cut the other line, okay? So we can do that in a minute. We'll switch that over to sew. And I just, like I said, I did a triple stitch.
How do you get the hole in it? Is that with a hole
Oh,
punch?
yep, we can do it over here.
What are we doing?
A hole punch.
Oh.
I showed them once, but we've got, it was right here.
That's the perfect punch for selling today.
Yes, where did our perfect punch go? In the drawer. All right, when, I already did it to your leaf. And you're just gonna put that right in the center of that. And you go down, and that time it came out perfect. And then we'll stitch this down, and then you're gonna, I think you really need to have something. We were saying maybe a crochet hook or something that you could pull this through.
Oh yeah, with the crochet hook.
Yeah, crochet hooks. I'm thinking, I tried the, yeah.
I saw one in here.
I almost got it through, but then it started messing up the,
It's coming apart.
yeah, so I didn't want it.
Do you know where my other leaf is? The leaf that I for this.
It should be right over here. Oh, because you made the red one.
Yes.
There it is.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think I put the hole in it for you.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Kathy's looking to see if we have a needle.
I swear I saw one here earlier today.
And a blue pack.
There might be over in Surger Alley. It was like a brand new item that they were selling, and,
Huh.
and I thought I saw it. I think that would work.
I don't know.
Oh, I knew you'd go fancy blue. I knew it.
Oh, she changed her flowers
I
too.
had orange ribbon, because I would have done orange ribbon too.
Yeah, well,
Well, see, that's for your next time.
Yeah.
When we
Our-
do it the
our-
first time,
our motto is we do it nice
because we do it twice.
So we did it one time and then we're like, okay, I'm gonna do it again, but these colors.
I feel like I just need something to poke it through.
You could also like use the end of a scissors maybe to pop it through.
I know, I was thinking that too.
See, these young kids, man, they catch.
We do it carefully. See, I got it that far the last time. Oh, this time it worked. Thank you.
Yeah, but I did cut it off.
I have more over here.
And I'll do the same here.
Worries, honey, we got oops kits for that.
Kathy,
Do these events, they send them through there.
with those scissors. I use tweezers and
She
I,
did it.
because I think that's all they do is like this.
Oh my gosh, look how cute, right? And that twine has little beads on it.
Yeah, it does. Look at them. Look at that.
So cute with the little beads. Oh, so
I guess that's if you want to
adorable.
hang it or something
Right.
too.
It would even
Look,
look
girls,
cute
look.
on, like foliage on your dining table, placing them in there.
Oh, I was going to say, I'll do the bottom of them.
Yes,
That's true.
For little gifts,
Look at that.
housewarming gifts and stuff. Yeah, very cute stuff. I'm sure you learned a lot.
That's all?
I think it's fun too.
Okay.
No, it helps us.
So now it's done. So you take it out.
I'm doing my first project at home, and it was because I watched you. Years ago, you did it.
And you can pop it from the hoop.
And I didn't have any machines. Like, I'm going to do it on the sewing machine. I got
Just the whole thing. Like that.
No.
Oh, that's right, because it is tucked to the hoop. Sorry. Okay. Now you take your tape off and you can trim it all the way around carefully so you don't trim your,
and my son came and showed me how to put it on the machine. So
and it's all basically from the back. I just sort of held those together when I trimmed so I wasn't going to get them. You can do whatever you want on them. The little ones. But like I said, just be very careful when you come to this. This stuff just pulls right off.
Oh, okay.
You can just pull that off. I think they put that on to help so you didn't catch anything with the presser foot, is my thought.
Nice.
yeah, so
And
I
I don't know if it's, yeah, there you go, it's 250th anniversary. Background clothing is I would say do that because that's where it really makes it better. So any of these,
And you can get as close as you want.
some kind of background clothing of your own. Now with the swatch,
Again, you can just
there's a lot more I can do
use a
that I'm
Q-tip to go around the edges if you get it close enough.
to match the back of that Molly bag.
Let me just keep going around.
Now I can do that on any block.
is that what you gave away at that event?
And just watch your straps because it'd be terrible if you messed it up at this point.
Well, the Molly bag.
Ask me how I know.
Background clothing is just a 6x8 piece on your stick that's already quilted. But that was created in IQ Designer, which we can show you how we did that.
I think you've got this really good, so you'll be great at this.
Yeah, from my grandma.
Yeah.
Is this the one that disintegrates like in water or like?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Yep. So, but usually we just try and get it close and then
What is wrong? This happens like
Yeah. Is
constantly.
your thread shredded? Just be careful when you pull it. Here, wait.
It's not coming out.
Trouble like that, I just lower the speed on it a little bit, but it
How do you do that?
whoop,
Oh, hello again.
almost. Almost. So we have one done with rust color, one with a pretty green. Is that Gloria's green? No, it's the lighter shade of, very similar to Gloria's green. Look at this one. Oh, I guess we can't see it right now. She hasn't done her outside yet, but she did her little sprigs a different color. Okay.
To show you, I did them in. Oh,
Look at that one. Doesn't that look neat?
mm-hmm.
Very nice. Like I said, we typically do it and then change our mind after we've done it the first time.
Is that close enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then just, you can,
That doesn't
nope,
sound good.
that's not right. Okay, let me.
What's that printing screen?
It's okay. Oh.
My chance to remind us where he's left me here.
He probably did.
Another building.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so Mary Lou, can I have your microphone?
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay. So everybody, we're going to end the event right now. We're going to come back on in about 10 minutes. So go take your little break and get back and for our Prime sale day. And we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Thanks everybody for joining in. And Hello Pumpkin was a very cool event. Very cool event. And I thank the sewers for helping me. Kaylee and Julie and Carol and Paula. Thanks for coming and sewing with us.
Thank you.
Okay, good. All right, bye.